Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. I'm kicking it off a little bit early because it seems like every time I do this kickoff thing, the music like has this perfect stopping point, like 30 seconds before my countdown's done. But hey, welcome in. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing. We got B here, and I'm turning his microphone on so he can say hi as well. What's up, B?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Am I here? What up?
I can hear you. What's up? What's good?
Yeah,
You good?
baby.
You okay? Hello?
Cool.
All right.
You got me?
I got you. Are you ready to do
Cool.
some podcast stuffs?
I am. Discord was trying to be a little strange, so we had to handle some. It's been a lot of last minute business here. I had to change my little contact, so I went from not being able to see it all to not being able to see it all, except you know.
Except with the contact in your eye, right?
Well, it's like I went from not being able to see at all to just normal not being able to see at all. So basically it's, am I a hazard of falling down my own stairs?
Okay.
Right now I'm not. At the end
Okay.
at the end of this podcast I might be though.
Okay.
But then I have to go up the stairs.
That's right. If
And
you
it's
fall
always
up the
easier
stairs,
to fall
it's
up
okay.
the stairs than it is down the stairs.
I agree. Oh, alrighty. Well, I'm excited to jump into this, do a podcast. Last week we had Ellie on, which was great, but it was also very
It
different.
was great.
than
I
what we're
loved
used
it.
to. Yeah?
Did.
Did you go back and watch
I
it?
did. I listened. You know me. I can't see.
Oh, so you just listened to it. Okay.
I listened to it. I did go like the couple times where Ellie made references to like, hey, here's my new tattoo, or like, hey, here's this. Like I would sync that up with the video and like go watch that clip.
Gotcha. Yeah, we had chatted a couple days before the stream, and she was very excited about her surgery, as you can imagine she was, and and she's like, well, I don't know if I can show that on the stream. Yeah, you'll be fine. Go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're not like doing anything graphic, so that's fine. So yeah,
And trust me, the streams that I be seeing when I'm at your house, they be doing more than them.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Anything that Ellie did.
Yeah, that's very fair. Yeah. All right. Well, what do you think? Should we just jump right into it? It's after 7 o'clock.
It is after 7 o'clock. We are here with our loyal listeners and wonderful people tonight. We are ready to make your ear holes and your eye holes, well, not your eye holes because you got to look at me, but your ear holes happy.
Let me turn on my podcast thing here so I can turn that on.
I don't know if I want to click this button.
Oh, I need to make you full screen. There we go. So that's better.
I don't like that. That is better.
Oh, that's right. I need to hide. Need to hide you so I don't get max headroom out of the corner of my eye. There we go.
Oh, Corbin's back.
Corbin's back. You know, well, we can talk about it on the stream, but I was like, we should put somebody there, and I was like, he just got named opening day starter, which duh. So like, yeah, we might as well. Let's bring Corbin back for at least a week. Plus next week is opening day, right? Or 2 weeks?
It is
next week.
Next week, so we got to decide if we're taking off or if we're not, or what we're doing.
Yeah, what's the weather supposed to look like next week? Do we know?
Probably like 30 degrees.
Let's see, weather.
I mean, the 10-day might be out there.
Milwaukee weather. 38 degrees right now. Next 10 days. It's going to be mid-40s, 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 mid-40s. Yeah, it's going to be mid-40s until for like another week and a half. And then it's going to be maybe upper 40s and then maybe lower 50s. So, you know, opening day, it says 45 degrees, 34 to 45, which isn't horrible. It's going to be very windy, though. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I say we get ready. I think we jump on in and let's do this thing, bruh. You ready for it?
All right, so hit record. Do you got a joke?
I got a joke. I just found one. That's what's
All right, is Old Man Wiggum here?
That's what's covering your face. I don't know. He hasn't said anything, so I'm going to guess that he's not. So
okay.
I will do the copy.
That's why I wanted to remind you. That's why I wanted to remind you to record.
Yeah.
I got you, Wiggs. I got you, brother.
But I don't know that if I updated the wheel topics. Let's see. Where's the wheel?
The wheel.
Wheel. Are those updated topics? Can't read it. No, those are the
now
other.
you know how I feel.
We're all blind here. Some of us just a little bit more than others. Okay, now that's the new wheel. If it shows up, hello, wheel. I broke the wheel, B.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's why. Maybe that's better. There it is. All right. So now we need to interact with you. Move you down here and let's do this. Okay. Actually, I need to move this over here, so I'm going to get a little bit of max headroom for a minute. All right. 72, right?
Sure.
Sure. We'll go with 72.
Yes, it is 72. Okay.
Hello and welcome to We Random. Wait, I didn't start recording, even though you just told me to start recording. I had too many things going on. All right, let's try this again. Hello and welcome to We Random episode 72, where Brian and I get together and we just talk about whatever random stuff comes up on that magical wheel over there. Actually, it's over there. Brian will tell you a little bit more about that. But first, Brian, do you know how to fix a broken pumpkin?
How do you fix a broken pumpkin, Sconzi?
With a pumpkin patch, of course. That's right. More after this.
Almost Qualified Productions. Your dose of semi-coherent babbling.
Welcome to We Random, episode 72. I'm Landmark. Somewhere out there, Sconzi. Say hello to our wonderful people, Sconzi.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
So, welcome back to We Random. On We Random, what we do here is we have a Wheel of Doom. It's filled with all the topics that we want to talk about. We're going to spin that wheel. We're going to see what comes up. And if you're lucky, we're going to get mad online. But first, before we get mad online, we are going to refresh a couple things. So, Sconzi, I did get a chance to listen to the podcast last week with Ellie. It was a wonderful episode. I would recommend anyone who has missed that to go back and do it. But before we get started, I have a positive point that I want to bring up. But before I do that, do you have any wonderful words of wisdom for our loyal listeners or viewers today?
You know, my words of wisdom today are make sure you tell somebody this week how much they mean to you. Ideally, somebody that means a lot to you. Don't be like going up to some stranger in the street and go, hey, you don't mean shit to me, because that kind of defeats the purpose.
I mean, so what you're saying is don't be Will Smith?
That's, oh, God. We might get to Will later.
All right, so that makes sense. Now, I have a positive point, which is a topic of positivity or artifact of hope. There is a website, neveralone.love. This was created by Deepak Chopra and his team. This website includes a chat bot named Pee-wee, who is named after an artist who died by suicide. Pee-wee is an ethical AI alternative for teens and anyone who is seeking mental health support to talk to. Chopra says that the team has found that teens in particular feel more comfortable talking to an ethical AI instead of a human because they don't feel judged. Chopra says that 11 million conversations with Pee-wee have happened and approximately 6,000 suicide attempts may have been de-escalated by having individuals talk with Pee-wee. So I thought that this was really cool. Like, I even tested it out because I'm curious, right? So I went and I started a chat with the thing, and I just think any resource that someone has for their own mental health is better than having no resource at all, because that's one thing that in the clinical mental health community is talked about a lot, is the biggest thing when it comes to suicide is to help someone have more resources than they have like pain, right? Because when their pain exceeds their resources, that is where the danger zone is at.
Yeah, no, I think this is a great point. Like anything that can help somebody, especially get over that hump if you're in kind of that darkest area, right? Um, Sometimes that's what it takes, and sometimes that it's more than a hump, right? Sometimes it's an absolute pit of despair, and you're stuck, and there's no way out that you can find, and sometimes you need more than that. But to your point, having any kind of resource is a step in the right direction. So yeah, I think it's a cool idea.
Awesome. So, more mental health talk from us here at We Random. We appreciate you. If you're listening, just know that we believe that you are valuable. And now, with all of that positivity out of the way, let's get mad, Christopher. Let's do it.
All right, let's spin the wheel, see what we get. Maybe it's a good topic. I think we have. Do we have any good topics?
I mean, a lot of these topics I felt like were pretty good, except for like whatever probably just came up.
Well, what came up is Lockdown Legacy.
Oh, okay. Well,
this is the one that I actually left off, and then you added it back in.
I sure did. So, Sophie Hagen, who is a comedian and journalist apparently, writes that during a late night mid pandemic Zoom call with a friend, they admitted to each other that they were quite enjoying lockdown. Not necessarily the deaths and government mismanagement of the situation, but being able to feel lighter, more confident, and feeling less judged. Now, in this situation, these two individuals identify themselves as, quote, fat. So please don't come and cancel me because I've called someone fat. In the article, they refer to themselves as fat. So the article talks about the fact that things that large people have to experience, such as needing to squeeze into small chairs, small stalls, small booths, or small spaces, all of those things were eliminated because the world has shut down. Other things that were eliminated included being yelled at by strangers in public or being ostracized in public for your size or things like that. So, Hagen writes that when many fat people experienced what it was like to not be abused, it was nice. And Hagen is hoping that our society enters a new reality as we come out of the pandemic, where we take better care of each other, regardless of the bodies in which we exist. So I looked at this from not that lens, but from the disability lens, which in some ways those are related concepts. But I thought that this was really interesting, and that's why I added this back in, because the pandemic has changed so many things. Because pre-pandemic, our world, at least here in America, was set up to be, you are able-bodied, you can do whatever we're asking you to do, right? But the pandemic had to make people change that, whether that's having bigger and more accommodating spaces, having menus and things online where people don't actually have to interact with anyone or read a board where somebody goes, hey, the food's up there. You can see what's up there. Why are you asking me what's up there? Because I can't fucking see it. That's why. Anyway, before I get on my soapbox, what were you going to say about this article, Scott?
So we finished the positive point, right? That's done. Okay, I think it's done. So nothing's gonna change. It's not like we're gonna come out of the pandemic and all of a sudden people are not gonna be assholes. That's not how this works. Just to get that out of the way. But I think they bring up a lot of interesting points here, and I think this was an article that I initially had added to our list of stuff to consider for the week. It's, if you're not a fat person, you don't know what it's like in the world. You get people stare at you, people say things, people, you can't fit into certain places. Like anytime I go anywhere because of my size, I think about, is this something that's built for me? Is this something that I can use? Can I, did the person who created this whatever have me in mind when they created it? Of course not. So is it going to be safe for me to sit there or stand there or do that? I walked into a bar once and I saw somebody and read his lips, and why I was looking at this individual, I don't know. He said to the person next to him, how do you get that fat? Imagine how the fuck I felt. And imagine what I said to that individual after he said that. That was a different story. But like, these are things that are just part of everyday life for certain people. And, you know, Brian has his own issues that are different than what I have, but the pandemic kind of wiped all that out in a lot of ways. I don't have to feel that anxiety and that worry. I don't have to worry about somebody staring at me when I'm at, you know, going into a store or whatnot. I don't have to worry about, does the restaurant have seats with arms on it? Because if it does, I'm probably not going to fit into it or not fit into it comfortably. Like, there's so many different things that impact. And you know what? I'm not asking for someone to feel sorry for me, but like, those are things that are part of my life in the outside world. And I haven't had to deal with any of that because I've been here and I'm not impacted by it because of that. So yeah, I think there's a lot of things that this impacts. And I love the positive approach of, you know, hey, maybe when we come out of this, people are going to care more. But I don't know if this Sophie Hagen was around during the pandemic. Like, maybe she just got beamed down from outer space. But like, there was millions of people who were raising a fit about wearing a freaking mask to try to keep people from dying. So if you really think that they're not going to care that we're fat, Sophie, I'm sorry, but they are. I appreciate your positive outlook, but that ain't going to change.
Well, and you know, I obviously am not skinny by any means, so I definitely relate to a lot of this as well. You know, it's kind of the joke, like when we were Brewer season ticket holders, and they're like, "Great, we're giving away T-shirts." I'm like, "Cool, another, you know, extra large,
Another T-shirt for my brother. Great, congratulations."
Yeah, it's like, who do I know that wears a size large or an extra large? And it's like, you know, when I go shopping, yep, I know they're only going to have 2X shirts. Like, you know, the funny part is I will literally go. So, true story. Like, when I go to Wave games, I'll like literally go to the team store like first thing. Because sometimes they have shirts in my size. And that's why you will see me on this podcast in Wave apparel every day that I don't have to wear the sweater because I came directly to this podcast from work. But you know, it's that thing, but I really relate to this from the disability lens. So those of you who know me know that I am blind, right? So there are so many things in this world that are set up for the sighted person, whether that is restaurants, you know, bars, clubs, like work environments, all of these things. And I was able to, over this past 2 years, set up an environment that works for me. Like, my work setup is perfect. My technology setup is perfect. The things that I have to do, people aren't judging me. They're like, why are you wearing this weird helmet? What are you doing? Right? Like, I do what I need to do to be successful at my job. And there are so many things, you know, returning into the world that are a challenge for a sighted person. Like, I had a experience a couple weeks ago that was honestly awful. And, you know, it was like I asked somebody for help and they were like, but you know, that's a whole other story. So, like, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the positive spin that they try to put on this, and I wish that were the case. But the truth of the matter is, there's a lot of people who really enjoyed the fact that things changed the way that they did, and are not excited about things changing back to, you know, something resembling what they used to be. And I think we have to understand that and accept that. I'm spinning the wheel, B.
Do it.
That wasn't necessarily bad.
No.
This one. Free speech problem. You know, it's really, I'll be honest, it was really just the first paragraph. That's all I cared about on this one. Because then I kind of faded off on the rest of it.
Pretty much. So, a New York Times op-ed says that Americans are losing hold of the fundamental right as citizens of a free country, the right to speak their minds and voice their opinions in public without fear of being shamed or shunned. So basically, the article talks about how some of this has come about because our politicians are like stuck in this whole fight over cancel culture and embracing kind of more extreme views of censorship, and basically that people are fearing that they cannot speak to their full potential. Now, thoughts about this, but My thoughts aren't important right now, Skanzi. I want to know what your thoughts are, and then I will share my thoughts, unless you want me to share my thoughts first.
No, I'll go ahead. I'm just going to give everybody a little bit of a volume warning. So I want to reread that first paragraph again. This is the first paragraph of the story. For all the tolerance enlightenment that modern society claims, a New York Times op-ed, oh wait, I think you added some of that. It says Americans are losing hold of a fundamental right as citizens of a free country, the right to speak their mind and voice their opinions in public without fear of being shamed or shunned. Where the fuck did they come up with that shit? That is not in the Constitution. It doesn't say that anywhere. Like, it says that you have the right to free speech. You have a right for the government to not infringe on your ability to speak. That's it. It don't say nothing about being shamed or shunned. That's always been part of it. If you say something stupid, guess what? Somebody's going to call you out for being a fucking idiot. That's just how it works. You know, when I say stupid shit on here, y'all don't let me get away with it. You say, yo, you're an idiot, Skanzi. Stop saying that crap. That's what you say. And I appreciate that. Not really, but that's what happens in the world, right? So the fact that this is how they started this article, like at that point, it's like, obviously this is a garbage bullshit article. On top of that, there isn't even an author. It is the New York Times editorial staff. Like, nobody even wanted to put their fucking name on this article. That's how stupid it is. Like, and then they go into cancel culture, right? And I get it. I understand that this cancel culture is a stupid name, right? It's a catchphrase. I hate catchphrases. And they bring up some fair points, but the thing is, it's not, we've talked about this a million times. It's not cancel culture. It's accountability culture. If you say something or do something horribly wrong, you're going to get called out on it. And it may impact your livelihood. It may impact, you know, your standing in the world. It may impact, you know, your commercial rights or whatever the case may be. And it probably should. So why are we freaking out about this? This whole article is just stupid.
Oh, I know why we're freaking out about it, and you kind of took a little bit of my thunder, but do you know who really isn't able to speak for themselves freely and has never really been able to speak freely for themselves in this country?
Who?
Women. And do you know why? Because look at fucking Deshaun Watson. He's been accused of doing something with 22 some women. This man's got a guaranteed contract, right? Like, we're looking at all the stuff going down in Florida and Texas and all these places with transgender and gay and the LGBTQ community. These people aren't able to speak freely and openly about their experience. Hell, there are states that are outlawing talking about gender identity. So,
by the way, the Florida bill did get passed, by the way. So
it did.
So
yes.
that one's live. So that's great.
So, like, the whole thing about this is exactly what you said, and that was going to be my entire point of this. Is the Constitution says that the government cannot infringe upon your right of free speech. Now, these laws, in theory, are infringing on some people's rights to free speech, but that's a whole other conversation, and I'm not a lawyer.
Well,
right?
and that's the whole thing, and the article kind of touches on that, right? So generally what you see is on the left, people get outraged when somebody says or does something really stupid, and then that's when it kind of things get brought up into a fever pitch, right? So Dave Chappelle talks trash about fucking transgender people, shows that he's homophobic, that he's transphobic, and people rise up and say, this is a problem, we need to stand up to this. You know, maybe Dave Chappelle shouldn't be given billions of dollars or whatever to do comedy shows. That's generally how the left side of things come up. On the right, these motherfuckers pass laws that you can't say things. Like, I'm sorry, and I know that I'm biased, but like one of those is a little bit worse than the other, right? One group is saying, we don't like this, so you cannot talk about it. It cannot exist anymore. We are going to pass laws that you are not allowed to talk about this. And the other side is saying, hey, you said something or did something, you're an asshole. We want to make sure you're accountable for that. These are two completely different things, man.
Yeah, but like that's the whole thing. So the thing about free speech, again, the whole concept of free speech has always been you can say what you want, but saying what you want does not come without the potential of consequence, right? That consequence can't necessarily come from the government. The government can't be like, oh, well, you can't say that.
Well, they can now because we're passing laws that ban speech.
Right. Right, but that's kind of the intent, right? Is that, okay, the government can't tell you that you can't do that, but your employer can. Your friends and family can. If you're out there saying stupid stuff and your friends don't want to be friends with you anymore, that's your problem. That's not their problem.
Yeah. So I'm gonna button this up really quick and just say that free speech basically is saying, like, you have the ability to say what you want to say, unless you're in Florida. But you might get smacked upside the face for saying it. All right, I'm spinning the wheel.
Oh, I thought you were gonna play the "That Makes Me Sad" drop.
Oh no. Speaking of, I feel sad. Let's talk about the Packers.
Oh, okay. So we're talking about those Green Bay Packers. So a lot has happened since the two of us last got together.
Yep.
Devontae Adams is no longer a Packer, so that is something that happened. He has been traded to the Las Vegas Raiders for 2 prime draft picks, whatever that means.
Which is kind of sad because he's already probably got a drinking problem and 3, DUIs, and he's on the verge of wrecking his car and killing somebody. So that's unfortunate.
Well, So then, in addition to that, we also have Aaron Rodgers is back. So
he is.
Everyone's favorite friend Aaron Rodgers has re-signed with the Green Bay Packers.
I just want to interrupt really quick. He is not everybody's favorite. In fact, there was an article we had a couple weeks ago that we did not get to that I believe he was officially voted the least favorite player or the most hated player in the NFL. So definitely not everybody's favorite. Please continue.
Well, So, other transactions. The Packers cut Zadarius Smith, but re-signed several of their own, including Devondre Campbell, Rasul Douglas, and Robert Tonyan. So, heading into the NFL draft, Sconzi, how are you feeling about the old Green Bay Packers here?
They fucking suck. We haven't used that drop in a while. I had to do it.
We haven't used any of our drops in a while.
That's true. Obviously Devontae's a huge, huge loss, especially because none of their other receivers are worth a damn. And then one of the other guys or a couple of the guys who, again, really weren't worth a damn, but at least you knew what they were. Like whatever little bit of a damn they were worth, you kind of knew about it. Now they're gone. So who do we even have left? Lazard and that rookie dude, whatever his name is from Clemson or wherever.
Lazard, Cobb, Rodgers,
Cobb, get out of here.
Hey, Cobb's back.
So that's the biggest thing, right? There's no weapons there. But they have 2 starting caliber running backs. Getting Tonyan back is huge. I don't know when he's going to be able to play, but getting him back is huge because that's basically another receiver, right?
Yep.
But they need help. They need receivers, period. Like they should be out there looking for anybody who has, half of a heartbeat on the free agent line and trying to get somebody out there and drafting at least 2 or 3 wide receivers and hoping that somebody hits, because not having anybody for Rodgers to throw to is going to be a problem. So that's the big thing.
Yeah.
I think losing Zadarius Smith was a big blow. Like I have a lot of issues with that. But I love that we re-signed Campbell and Douglas. I think they were really good last year and they really helped our defense. So I like that. I just feel like we got no pass rush and we got no one to catch the ball. And that concerns me.
Well, and I feel okay about the pass rush because they still have Preston Smith and Rashawn Gary has been fine. And then they signed another defensive tackle. It's really the offensive side of the ball for me that's lagging a little bit behind. But some of this is we'll just kind of have to see how the draft shakes out too, because again, like the whole NFL is like in flux right now. We had like the whole quarterback musical chairs where it's like, all right, now there's like 7 horrible quarterbacks that all play for new teams and they're still going to be bad, but it'll be interesting. There's been a lot of hype for them to draft one of these wide receivers or 2 of these wide receivers, but knowing them, they'll draft like a fullback and like a punter or something.
Another backup quarterback. Right. So I don't know. We'll see. I am very, very not happy with the receiver core right now. Like this this is not a receiver core that you're going to take to the Super Bowl. It's just not.
Right.
So they need to do something there.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, we'll see. The draft is coming up.
It is. Let's spin the old wheel and play catch.
Play catch. Now, this is like in some ways a good story, but also a sad story.
It is kind of both.
So, yep, it's kind of both. Kind of both. A Missouri father has a unique New Year's resolution he's trying to follow through on in 2022. On New Year's Eve 2021, it had been 1 year and 107 days since Dan Bryan's youngest son, Ethan, was killed in a car accident on his way home from a high school baseball practice. To remember Ethan, Dan made a pledge to play catch 365 times in 2022, one connection for each day on the calendar, one baseball memory for every day of the year. Dan started on New Year's Day playing catch with Ethan's best friend who had been a passenger in the car. Every day, Dan refreshes an old connection or makes a new one, whether that be playing catch with his pastor, a local baseball coach, or another local father who has lost a child. So I thought that this was kind of a neat article because it's a good way for this man to kind of keep the baseball tradition alive in the memory of his son. I thought it was kind of unique.
Yeah, I think it's a cool story. You know, we talk about all kinds of, you know, I don't want to say the important stories when it comes to sports, like the you know, who's doing what and how they're doing and blah blah blah. But this is a story about a way that sports can touch your soul in a lot of ways, right? And that's some of the stuff that's part of the reason why I love sports so much. And I think this is a very cool thing that he's doing to try to help keep his son's memory alive, both for him and for other people. You know, he kind of talked about it in the article where by doing something that his son loved, maybe it will help him keep those memories alive longer, or help him remember other things that he may have lost along the way. Like it's a cool story, and it's kind of based around sports, but it's really about love, and it's about the people in your life and doing what you need to make sure that those people are taken care of or remembered, or they remain a part of your life. It's a cool story.
Yep. Yeah, and it's about like taking that step to like make connections and to keep those connections alive.
Yeah, one of the things I thought was really cool is as he's playing catch with these individuals, he's telling stories of his son. So it's kind of a way of helping his son kind of live on and you know, introducing him to new people that he otherwise hadn't or would never get a chance to meet. So yeah, it was a cool story.
Cool.
All right, let's spin it and get to a story that is not as cool and will make us yell.
Yay!
We're gonna kidnap some people. B.
All right, so before you answer that call that says potential spam, you might want to listen to this story.
Yeah, this is an interesting
Virtual
one.
kidnapping calls, like any other telemarketing pitch, are essentially a numbers game. Law enforcement authorities say there may be 100 phone calls that are total failures, but if one is successful, that could pay off for a criminal. Even the most tech-savvy people can be had. Criminals start with a selected area code and then methodically work their way through the possible 9-digit combinations of local phone numbers. For criminals, it is not enough to just get a potential victim to pick up. Virtual kidnapping is a form of hypnosis. The kidnappers need you to fall under their spell. In hacker terms, they are social engineers, dispassionately rewiring your reactions by psychologically manipulating you. That's why they start with an emotional gut punch that's almost impossible to ignore. A recording of a child crying for help. So what this article was about a couple of different people who had actually been like virtually kidnapped, as far as like they were victims of this, and it kind of told their stories and what happened. And typically what happened is they pick up this unsolicited call, and then the one guy, like, they said, hey, we've got your daughter, and they like played this recording, and like he freaks out, and he like goes to the bank and like gets the money, and like even though like everybody's trying to tell him like, oh, your daughter's fine, like he's just not listening. And then there was another one where there were people like literally calling from prison in Mexico with like burner phones, like getting people to like drop off money to this person in Texas. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is the old like email chain of like, I need you to wire me money so that I can wire you your $25 million,
Yeah.
but like on steroids, dude. Like, I thought this was cool, especially for you, like as an information security aficionado, to like look at this and read this and be like, whoa, dude, like this is crazy.
Yeah, dude. Everyone's looking for a quick buck, right? Like, nobody wants to get a fucking job. They want to try to scam people out of their stuff or steal stuff from other people, which irritates me beyond no end. Current or recent happenings notwithstanding. But yeah, like, this is it's insane. Like the way that they do this, and they're just preying on these people's reactions, right? Their emotions. That, oh my God, that's my daughter. And because it hits so hard, it's you know, the old Mike Tyson quote, like everybody has a big mouth till they get punched in the face. That's kind of what this is. Yep. Like somebody can be the one person they're talking about is like an IT kind of guy, and he, you know, he does a pretty good job of managing his information security, but he got punched in the face. Yep. He got a call and it says, "Hey, we've got your daughter," and he hears a female voice screaming and crying on the phone, and that's it. He's punched in the face. Now I'm doing whatever you want me to do. And that's what they do, right? That's how they're pushy. They know how to push people's buttons, and they get you to go where they want you to go. And it's sickening that people are out there doing this. Like I could go on and on about how much this makes me sick to my stomach, but again, it just reemphasizes the point that we all need to be on top of our game as much as we can be. Yeah. And you know, I've been getting a bunch of, somehow somebody got my number over the course of the last week or so, because now I'm getting a bunch of spam text messages and a couple spam calls. So like, I'm not clicking on any of the links that these idiots are sending me, but there's people who will, because they do a pretty good job of making it look like it's legitimate. And we just have to be on top of our game. That's the biggest thing. And that's why I preach about it anytime I get a chance, because people need to be aware. You have to be careful. You have to be cautious.
Well, and it's that, but it's even giving like such those like micro details about yourself, right? Like one of the stories was like, oh, you know, these two people were in Mexico and they're like literally in the same hotel room as each other, but then they let the folks like split them up by like playing this little game of, okay, so I need you to go downstairs and get in this green taxi. And because they're in Mexico, they don't know that like every taxi in Mexico is a green taxi, right? Like, but they thought that they were being watched because the guy goes downstairs and he's like, oh crap, it's a green taxi, right? Like, and then the wife, like, they're like, oh, we need you to go check into this other hotel and then like throw your phone in the toilet. So then like now they don't have a way to communicate with each other.
Right.
Or like this guy, they're like, when it says, oh, you know, I've got your daughter, like don't blurt out your daughter's name, because then they have your daughter's name and they have your phone number, they have your daughter's name, they can go to Google and figure out that, you know, your name is whatever and you live on Terrace Court and you work at Home Depot, right? Like, this is the kind of stuff that is so important about giving out these little details. People can piece together your entire life if they want to.
Dude, there are so many different places out there that have all of our information, right? Like we're giving it away for free on Facebook and Twitter and wherever, right? And all that stuff can be gathered for a pretty inexpensive amount of money or time or whatever the heck it takes. So yeah, got to be careful. We got to guide to guide our control, our stuff, and be very protective of our information.
Yep. So block those numbers, except for mine, because apparently sometimes my work number comes up as potential spam. Apparently. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm looking into what's that?
Teams problems.
Teams problems. Yeah, I'm looking into some sort of like spam call text message blocker, because I'm done with it. All right, where are we at time?
I just block every single message.
I just let everything go to voicemail. Like, I don't care. We got some time.
Yeah,
We're
let
at
it go to
33.
voicemail, and then I blocked it.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
then I blocked the number.
Same
'cause I'm a
thing.
jerk.
Joe Biden's approval rating. So this is a good one.
No, this is sad and disappointing. Kind of like Joe Biden's whole presidency. Anyway,
That's right.
a new national news poll by NBC found that Joe Biden's overall job approval rating had declined to 40%, the lowest level of his presidency. The survey also found that Republicans enjoyed a 2-point lead when people answered which party should control Congress ahead of November's midterm elections. Now, don't be fooled. They control Congress right now. There's a couple of these people in there. Anyway, I'm not going to say nothing. You know what I'm going to say. So, amid Europe's largest land war since World War II, 7 in 10 Americans expressed low confidence in President Biden's ability to deal with Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and 8 of 10 voiced worry that the war will increase and prices will go up, and there may even be nuclear weapons involved. Now, the saddest part of all is that according to Ballotpedia, in the same week of their presidential terms, Joe Biden and Donald Trump had almost identical approval ratings.
Wah,
So,
wah, wah. There it is.
like, so here's what I will say about Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden, like from what is the word that I'm looking for? Kind of from a demeanor standpoint, is giving people what they wanted. He's not out there every day like talking about how great he is and like doing whatever, but he's not acting on anything, which I think is disenfranchising the, Democratic vote. And then the Republicans are just out here hammering him on stuff that's probably not his fault, but their base just gets riled up anyway. Like all of the gas stations in the suburbs here have these little stickers of Joe Biden that says, "I did that," with the gasoline, right? Like it's all of the like misinformation circus that they always blame on the media, when like half of what is being touted there is misinformation. This doesn't surprise me, but I don't know how to fix it, right? How do we fix this, Sconzi? What can we as citizens do? Put pressure on our government to fix it.
Well, like nothing's gonna fix it because these people are only out there. See, I didn't say the A word because that's what I wanted to say. These people, they're just out for their own good, right? Like they speak a good game, and then you and I have had this conversation offline a bit. Like, of course I voted for Joe Biden over, oh my God, there's so many words I want to say. Trump. I'll just say Trump.
Why are you not saying them?
There's a lot of reasons why. There's a lot of reasons why I did that, right? The thing is, a lot of the reasons why I did that, none of them are coming to fruition because Biden ain't doing any of it, right? Like he's not doing any of the crap that he said he was going to do. So why the hell do I care what you like? Of course I would give him a negative freaking approval rating. On top of that, like to your point, he gets hammered by everything from the right, which you would expect. And like we did that all with Trump too when he was in office. He was a little bit more of a babbling idiot, but not night and day. The inflation issue that everybody's dealing with, prices are through the goddamn roof. Again, I just want to remind everybody that pretty much every business in the country is making record profits because it's not inflation, it's price gouging. You got the war that's happening, the whole Ukraine-Russia thing. There's no way you can get a win out of that. So, like about the only thing that he's got kind of a positive mark on is the COVID thing, that we've kind of gotten to a point where, COVID's kind of under control. And I don't know that that was necessarily him doing it. I think any semi-sane person, because that's the best I could really say about Joe Biden, would have gotten us to this point. Like the only reason that we wouldn't have gotten here with Trump is because he's not semi-sane. So like he hasn't really done anything. Like how could he have a good approval rating?
Yep. I mean,
he just nods. The biggest takeaway for me is the fact that this idiot has an approval rating that's basically Donald Trump, who is like the worst president to ever be president. So that is saying something.
It is. And so we could talk all day about the faults of the Democratic Party, right? Like,
We could.
don't want to hear that. But really, it's like, as the leader, like, he needs to put pressure on the party to do some things that they're not doing, because he can't just sign all of this stuff into law himself. But, Congress is over here like, here, let's make this mega bill. It's like back in, The Office, when Dwight was like, I'm going to make Megadesk. Like, nobody wants Megadesk. Like, Megadesk was awesome. Don't hear what I'm not saying. But when it comes to a bill, we don't need a mega bill. We need all of these small little bills to come through one by one. And then you need to make those representatives who want to vote against those things vote against that one singular bill. Because then you take that back to their communities and you say, hey, did you know that your guy voted against this? This is something that would have helped you. And it wasn't part of a 16-ton bill where he can go, well, I don't want to vote for it because you're going to make me eat plants or whatever, like, instead of eating meat, so that we can have a bigger environment, right? Like, make them vote on each single line item and call them out on it.
No, I'm there with you. And again, we could turn this into a huge conversation about what's wrong with our political system. Spoiler alert, it's basically everything. But that's not what we're here for. Let's spin the wheel and see if we can make Emily happy.
Hello, Emily.
We're not going to make her happy with this one. We're going to talk about Pitchcom. I don't know what that is. It kind of sounds like some weird sci-fi show or something.
So Pitchcom, in MLB's continued effort to curtail sign stealing and a stalled pace of play, MLB has provided pitchers and catchers with a new tool to try. Pitchcom is an encrypted pitch calling system that involves the pitcher and the catcher wearing a small piece of technology. The catcher wears a wristband with a series of buttons, and the pitcher wears a small speaker in the band of their cap that announces the pitch and the pitch location. For the 2022 season, Pitchcom is optional. So far, it's getting good reviews from those who have tried it. Brewers bullpen catcher Adam Weisenberger used it to communicate with veteran pitcher Josh Lindblom during some recent mound work, and Lindblom offered his endorsement of the technology. Lindblom says that it's like having Siri in your ear. He says that it is different for some, so he thinks there will be resistance and a learning curve, but what he likes about it is that he had the pitch and knew exactly what his catcher was thinking before he came in contact with the rubber on the mound. So I thought that this was interesting, right? Because MLB keeps saying, oh, we need pace of play. Oh, we need to do blah, 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 blah. We need to stop people from stealing signs. We need to take away all the trash cans and whatever it is that they're going to say, right? But
yeah.
So I have two thoughts on this. One is this is kind of cool. Two is you don't think people are just going to figure out how to steal this? Like, it's kind of interesting, right? So think about it this way. It's like this Apple Watch that I'm wearing here, except that there's like buttons. So I think I saw a picture of it. It was like buttons like 1 through 9, and then there's like an up arrow and a down arrow and whatever. So as the catcher's like, do you think somebody's not just going to watch and go, oh, he flicked 1, 3, 6, 4, and then he did that. And then Corbin Burns threw a slider. So we know that something in that combination, 1, 3, 6, and 4, and this is a slider. Like, people are going to figure that out. Like, I don't think you're ever really going to get to a point where people aren't going to figure out how to steal signs. Because again, people be shiesty. They just want to try to get any shortcut that they can get. But I think that it's kind of cool that you can do the thing in the cap where it's like fastball up and away instead of, again, sighted world people making this pitcher be, like, look between some dude's legs where he's like 2, 4, 6, thumbs up, thumbs down, right? Like, I feel like this is definitely more accessible. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be an issue with a batter looking and seeing what's being pressed on the thing. Now, it's possible maybe they'll use cameras to take a look at that and say, oh, he's pressed 1, 2, 3, 4, right? The batter's not going to be able to do that, so I think that's fine. I think it's kind of a cool idea. But here was my first question, right? Because they talk about how, Rob Manfred's everybody's favorite asshole is he really wants to speed up pace of play, right? Pace of play. So what happens when Corbin Burns gets that message in his ear that says fastball down and in, and he's gets to the mound and then shakes him off. Oh well, shit! Now we gotta do this one. Curveball out and over the plate. He shakes him off. Oh fuck! Let me do this one. Like, it's gonna take 12 minutes for a guy to throw the fucking pitch. Like, come on, this is so stupid. Like, it's dumb. I'm choking now.
Well, I think some of it is going to be like MLB is probably going to like try. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to curtail some of the like, oh, well, you have to like stop calling off your pitch, like your catcher. Your catcher says fastball, throw the fastball.
Yeah, I mean, they may try to do that at some point, but if you think they've gotten pushed back so far, like, people would lose their mind. Because what's going to happen if you're Corbin Burns and you're standing up there and you want to throw a fastball when your catcher calls a curveball? Are you going to throw the curveball? Because I think a lot of pitchers would just throw the damn fastball. That's what I said. That's what I want to throw. Like, it's a partnership here, right? So they're going to run into issues there. I think the other thing is, I guarantee if they go through with this, every team is going to hire a 20-year-old freckle-faced kid who smokes marijuana to figure out how to hack this goddamn thing.
Yeah, well, that was one of the things. So, two thoughts on this. One, I think some of what you're talking about is going to be the pitch clock thing, where they're like, you got 15 seconds to throw this ball from when we throw it to you. So you can't shake off your catcher, because if you don't throw this ball within 15 seconds, like, it's a ball or whatever. So I think that's kind of where they're starting to get with some of this too. But I agree with you. That was one of the things that I was talking with my father-in-law about that, and we were making the joke. Yeah, they're going to go to St. Louis, and all of a sudden over the big speaker is going to say, fastball, up and in. Like, they're just going to hack it and, like, broadcast it over the loudspeaker.
Well, I mean, Zach Greinke did that. What was it, last year? When he just yelled at the catcher or whatever. So, I'm going to throw a fastball. They threw the pitch, and he got the guy to fly out. It was amazing. All right, we are at 46 minutes, so I think it's probably time to wrap up. Do you want to throw your challenge flag on anything?
Let's see, what do we got on this wheel? I know what you probably want to throw your challenge. Like, no. Like, there's nothing in here that I'm like super. I know you probably want to talk about Will Smith and Chris Rock, but I am definitely not throwing my challenge flag on that, so that's all you.
Emily wants us to talk about it. I'm letting Emily throw a challenge flag.
All right.
Is that what we're going to go with? All
so,
right.
I'm going to lay out what you got.
No,
I'll tell you about it.
Tell us about it. Some people might not know what this is about.
So, during the 2022 Oscars, comedian Chris Rock was presenting an award, taking time to crack a few jokes along the way. One joke was at the expense of Jada Pinkett Smith's appearance. Chris Rock's joke made reference to Pinkett Smith's hair matching Demi Moore's shaved head in the movie G.I. Jane. Pinkett Smith had previously disclosed struggles with hair loss, leading to the decision to shave her head. Pinkett Smith's husband, Will Smith, initially laughed at Chris Rock's joke. Upon noticing that his wife was not laughing, Smith walked on stage and approached Chris Rock and smacked him in front of the audience and the millions watching at home. Once Smith walked back to his seat, Smith said to Rock in a very loud voice, "Keep my wife's name out your bleeping mouth." So this was like the whole thing on the internet, and like everybody's got their conspiracy theories and they want to talk about it and they want to make it a big deal. And then, you know, Will Smith doesn't get kicked out and he goes up and he accepts an award and he does this like really rambly speech where he apologizes to everybody except for Chris Rock. And then he puts out an apology the next day talking about how he was in the wrong and how he apologized to Chris Rock and how it's not good to be violent. And me, I'm sitting over here, Mr. WrestleMania, watching wrestling all the time. I'm like, dude, this got to be fake, right? Because like he really sold that like he was getting, you know, the slap from like the Rock. But I don't know. Like, to me, this is just, I don't like it. It's just like it's not worth my time or energy. Like I said this when we did the Devin Williams thing, right? I've never been angry enough in my life or drunk enough to punch a wall. I've also been never angry enough at a comedian to walk up and slap the comedian. So, like, it's difficult for me to understand how, like, you go from laughing at this joke to, like, walking up and slapping somebody.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of angles to this, right? And so first of all, was this a real situation or was it a bit? And I still think it was a bit. I think I agree. Like, the dude was laughing, like full out laughing. And then he goes from that to so pissed off, he's going to walk up and assault somebody on national TV while you're there to potentially accept an award as like the, what, fourth black man ever to win best actor, something like that. Also, the slap looked really weird. And he was smiling. He was grinning when he walked away. So the whole thing seemed like a bit, but we'll never know. So let's just assume it was legitimate, right? There's a lot of people that I had words with over the course of the last few days who very strongly believe that this was the right thing to do, that Will Smith needs to protect his family. Now, his family wasn't in any fucking trouble, but that's where people are at. You need to protect your family. There's a whole lot of women who very strongly believe, yes, you need to stand up for your woman. I can understand that. Some people have turned it into black versus white, and I don't understand how that falls into any of this. But here's where I draw the line. You do not escalate it to violence. That is where you are 100% absolutely dead wrong. Get pissed? Yes. I mean, I've even been okay with him yelling the way that he did afterwards, right? Like, if he wants to yell, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth from the audience, I'm 100% there for that.
Okay with that, right? You have words on words, right?
But you escalated this to violence, and that is 100% wrong. Like, that's where the line is drawn. I understand that people want to get angry. Like, I had a situation at my house this weekend where some criminal kind of stuff happened. I'm okay. Everything's okay. But I will guarantee you that when that happened, I was ready to do some of the worst violence that you can imagine. Like, I was there. And after the fact and everything kind of calmed down, I'm like, what would that solve? Like, as much as I want that to happen in a way, it doesn't solve anything. And then if you look at this situation, it's even less so, right? Escalating to violence is not the frickin' answer. And that's the problem I have.
Yeah, and it, like, this feels very, like, old school to me, like back in the day, like almost like the duel thing, right? Where, like, back in the, I don't even know, what was that, like the 1800s, 1700s, 1500s? I don't even know. Where, like, you would walk up to somebody with a glove and, like, slap them in the face, and then, like, that's how you settle this. Like, I'm gonna challenge you to a duel, and then you, like, slap somebody in the face with his glove or whatever, right?
Right.
Like, that's very much what this kind of seems like to me. And I feel like, again, there's a better way to handle this. Like, if you are literally upset, and this is why I have so many questions about this. Like, I want to know, what kind of relationship do they have? Like, do they know each other? Do they not know each other?
Right.
Does Chris Rock know the situation about her hair? Or is he just like, she a bald woman now, so I'm going to make this joke? Because there have been other, famous, popular bald women in, black culture and history, right? So, it, like, those are pieces that are, this is, if we were doing the good old Reddit, am I the asshole?
Right.
More information is needed here to, like,
I don't know. Will Smith is the
asshole in this situation.
100%.
But there's still more information needed to decide if everyone is the asshole here,
right,
or if it's just Will Smith, right?
Yeah. So Emily points out another angle to that is it was a joke, right? That's his job, to go up there and tell jokes.
Right. Yes.
And here's the thing: has anybody? I feel like I'm the only person in the world who is, because I don't watch this shit live because it's stupid and I don't want to watch any of it. But am I the only person in the world that has seen clips of Ricky Gervais at the Emmys? I swear I'm the only person that's seen that. This dude trashes people. Like, I mean, destroys them. Like, the worst. Like, I can't believe this guy still has a job, and they keep bringing him back time and time again. Like, he tears people apart. What Chris Rock did was nothing compared to that, right? And
Right.
if you are at an award show, that's going to happen. If you are a multi-millionaire and you're sitting in the front row, you are world famous, you are up for best actor, guess what? You're going to get joked on. That's just the way
Right.
it works. Now, I think where some people are having issues is because she has a medical condition. I get that.
Mhm.
And there's a concern that maybe he knew this, or whoever it was that wrote the joke knew this. Like, yes, it's very possible this was just a very, very horrible joke that's punching down at somebody, which is never okay. If I was there and somebody made a fat joke about me, I'm gonna be pissed. I might throw my chair in their direction and tell them to shut the fuck up. But I'm not gonna walk up on stage and assault somebody. Like, that's too goddamn far, right? That's not what you do.
Right.
So, like,
Well,
there's
and what
a
was-
lot of questions. There's a lot of questions, and here's the thing, and this is the angle this is why I wanted to talk about this. Everybody has an agenda. Like, maybe agenda is a very strong word, but everybody has a point of view. Everybody has an angle that they look at things. They have certain things they care about, certain things they're passionate about, right? And what I see is everybody is twisting this into their own point of view. Right, so there's people who have alopecia, I think it is, that's the autoimmune disease that she has, and they're yelling from the rooftops that, oh my God, you can't make fun of somebody that has this. And then you got people who are saying, you know, this black women have struggled for too long, and you need to stand up for every black woman, which I get. I'm okay with that. And then you got people saying, oh, but it's just a comedian. He's just telling jokes. And then you got other people who are saying, you know what? You got to protect your family. They're in trouble. You need to do what you need to do. Like, everybody has an angle. And everybody's just yelling from the rooftops about whatever their little specific angle is, even if it's got nothing to do with nothing. Like, one tweet I saw is like, oh, I'm done with having white people tell me how black people should act. This has nothing to do with white and black. It could have been Chris Christopherson slapping Willie Nelson upside his face. I don't give a shit. You don't escalate it to violence. I don't care what color you are. You can be purple up there. You don't do that. But again, that's the angle that individual person is pushing for whatever reason. That's what they care about. And that's what everybody's turning this into. And that's why it's like, you have one dude who told a bad joke and made fun of somebody, which he shouldn't have done. You have another guy that punched him in the face, which he shouldn't have done. And so everybody's an asshole. That's where I'm at. Let's just move on.
Like, and that was all right. Well, then that's fine. I was going to talk about it, but we'll just move on.
No, go ahead and say your piece. I'm just saying, like, as a country, let's fucking move on. I'm done talking about this shit.
Yeah, it's just that whole, like, I don't even remember what I was going to say now. Like, I was just like, all right, fine, I'll shut it down. Yeah, it's just like, I just shake my head at this whole thing because, like, the comment that I made to you, that's what I was going to say. Like, when you had messaged me about this, the first comment that I said was, do we just not have comedy anymore? Like, if people are going to be like this straight up, like, sensitive about things, do we just not have comedy anymore? Like, there's, again, is it a bad joke? Probably. That's why we need more information. But
yeah, like, you don't punch down. Like, that's one of the big things, right? You don't punch down. If there was somebody there in a wheelchair, would he have made a comment about, hey, I guess you're not going to star in that movie next year about Jackie Joyner Kersee? Like,
right,
dude, like you'd get a shit ton of boos, right? That's you can't say that. That's dumb.
Yeah.
And that's basically what he did. So don't punch down.
Right.
It's that simple. Because when you're doing that, you're going to be the asshole. And it just so happens that Will Smith made himself a bigger asshole.
Are they the wee random?
The wee random.
Are we gonna use that drop?
Of the week. Will Smith, congratulations. You are the main dick of the week. Chris Rock, congratulations on being the sub dick of the week.
All right. So now that we've done that, Emily, hopefully we have appeased you with our takes on that. And now
she did say she wanted us to yell about it, and we did. So yeah, what are we doing, B?
All right. We are going to move to everyone's favorite topic, random rankings. So, as we've already alluded to, there are some best days on the sports calendar. So, What Gonzi and I are going to do is we are going to draft the best days of the sports calendar. Will one of us draft MLB opening day? Will one of us draft Game 7? Will one of us draft the NFL trade deadline? Or will Landmark draft the MASL Ron Newman Cup Championship? Listen and continue watching to find out.
Dun, dun, dun. Wait, I got one of those.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I think, are we going to do a thing where you can only pick one? Is that we're going to do that thing? And it's kind of, we're going to see who has the better list or something?
Let's just, like, if you pick it, like, I'm not going to pick it. Let's just pick lists and then we can compile. Because really, there's only, like, there's only one 101 in this list. So we're just picking for fun. And then if we...
No? Not the Olympics?
Play our friend, Mr. Zeke Elliott. You know which one. No.
Oh, not that one? Oh, you mean this one?
That was one of the stupidest things that
now we're just playing drops.
And which one do you want?
I want our favorite friend, the old bad person.
Oh, I don't have him on. Oh, that's on a different sheet. I don't have that on here.
Okay, well,
I'll have to
anyway.
move it over.
Cool. So, do we want to? Do we want to do the randomizer to see who gets to draft first?
No, I think you can go first.
All right. So, when we think about my favorite days on the sports calendar, there are lots of options to consider, but I'm going to be a jerk. So I am going to be the wee random of the week because I am going to take MLB opening day.
Okay.
So that is a date that I always look forward to because generally, you know, in pre-pandemic times and times when my work isn't going kaboom and our whole lives aren't going kaboom, I normally would get to spend MLB opening day with a great group of friends, hanging out, watching baseball. And that's a really good day for me.
I'm drinking too many Jell-O shots. Yeah, I agree. I think maybe puking all over the place. I'm just saying that
one time.
MLB opening day is great. And it sucks that we're not going to that again. I mean, like, whatever, in the near term. Yeah, I really like opening day. So I'm going to kind of cozy up next to this and have NFL opening whatever weekend.
Okay.
I don't even know if... Yeah, I guess NFL. I'm kind of tossed and turned between NFL and NCAA football, but it's just like football is gone for so long that when it shows up, it's like, oh, this is great. Like by the time MLB comes around, it's a different feeling for me. It's like, hey, the Packers let us down again because Aaron Rodgers was crap in the playoffs and they fumbled away what should have been a Super Bowl win. And now at least we can, like literally, everybody has the number on hand. As soon as the Packers lose, boop, hey, we only got, 17 days.
38 days.
Whatever. It's just an annual tradition. Yep. Whereas with the NFL, it's like there's no expectations the Brewers are going to do anything because they have like a third of the payroll of half the teams in the league. So, but when the NFL comes, it's like, okay, I'm ready for it.
Yep. Okay, that makes sense. So we got MLB opening day, we got NFL opening weekend. Now, I am going to choose another NFL related day.
Well, it's got to be the big one, right?
NFL Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, okay.
So one of the reasons that I like NFL Thanksgiving Day is you got football all day. Now, you used to have 2 games, now you have 3.
Yep.
The games aren't always very good. But you turn that television set on at 11 o'clock, you get together with people that you love, you eat until your stomach hurts, and you watch Jared Goff throw interceptions. Yeah, baby!
Yeah, I think that's another good one. The best dates on the sport. Well, I'm just gonna put the Super Bowl here because it's always a big one. Like even if the Packers aren't playing, which most of the time they're not because they screw up and don't make it. It's a time when I've had a Super Bowl get together for the last God knows how many years, and it's a small get together, but we have a good time, and now we have a new food tradition, which I'm excited about moving forward. It's just always a good time, and like the game is second to the get together, Actually, it's third behind the get together and the commercials. But you know, it's still a good time.
All right. So I this is where we kind of go into an interesting situation because I wasn't even thinking about the Super Bowl, but that's actually a really good one. Now, I am going to pick a day that is the MLB. Are you going to work? No, you're not going to work anymore.
You're in the wrong
There
spot.
we go. MLB trade deadline.
Yeah.
So I love trade deadlines, right?
Yep.
Like you hear all the hubbub, you see all the stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know, the Brewers are in the mix for this guy or that guy, and then like it's at 2 p.m., so it's like in the middle of your work day,
Right.
and you're trying to work, but you keep like checking John Heyman and like all these people's Twitter, trying to figure out what's going on. Like MLB trade deadline's a great day.
Yeah. Does it have to be an individual day? Like,
so it's like an event, right? So you might, like, if you were drafting like NFL free agency or like the first day of the NCAA tournament. Okay, rivalry weekend.
I'm going to say
okay.
NCAA football rivalry weekend, which they have like the one rivalry weekend, which some like, I don't think it's really a rivalry because for Nebraska, they're playing Iowa, and who gives a fuck about Iowa? It's generally whenever we play the Badgers. That's the big one. But just like for whatever reason, I get more amped up for college football than I do the NFL. Like it just, I don't know what it is about it. I get so excited when the weather starts to get cool. I open up all the windows, right, and it starts to cool off in the house. And then, Nebraska starts their pregame show like 8 hours before the game starts. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. You can wake up and they probably got the pregame show on. So I got the pregame show blasting through the house, and it's just something exciting about that.
Yeah. So I will go with. This is a good. See, I have one that I know I'm going to take, and you're probably going to fight me on it, but I'm going to save that for number 6.
Oh, okay.
Well, because I know it's something that you're never going to take, so I don't have to worry about you taking it. But, so I've got MLB, NFL, and MLB, right? So I am going to choose the NBA playoffs. The reason for that is basketball is cool, right? So I really like the NBA playoffs, and I would probably the NBA finals. Let's do that, right? Because it really doesn't get good until the finals anyway.
Fair.
So, and last year it was kind of the best of all worlds because our team, the Milwaukee Bucks, were in the finals. Yeah. But I'm going to take the NBA finals.
I mean, I cared a lot more when Tim Duncan was in the finals, but anymore, not so much. So this is a very personal one. It's Black Friday. It's, there's not a lot of sports events where it's like I'm really amped up and I really want to watch it. Like the Super Bowl is one. NFL opening weekend is a big one. Even NCAA rivalry weekend is not one, but Black Friday is one. Every year, it's just kind of my thing because every year on Black Friday, Nebraska plays their rivalry game. It used to be Oklahoma, which was amazing. Now it's fucking Iowa. Nobody gives a shit, but still, it's just kind of the thing. Most people think Black Friday and it's, I need to buy another TV because I only got 17 of them. Like, I don't give a shit about any of that. I care about Nebraska, Iowa. And so Black Friday is always a big, like it's as much as, we talk about Thanksgiving, how great that is, right? You get all your food and you eat all day watching NFL games. Well, for me, the more exciting day is the day after when I get to eat all the leftovers and I get to watch Nebraska. And as an introvert, I'm probably doing it alone, which makes me very happy.
All right. So for my last 2 picks, I'm going to take things that Sconzi will never take. So he can have the NCAA tournament and all these other fun things, right? So I am going to take the Milwaukee Wave home opener. So
I was going to take that.
I'm in Milwaukee. No, you weren't. I mean, you might have. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I've converted you from like the 7 times I made you watch our old friend Name Redacted. Yes, I made you watch our old friend on the big screen. But like, I love the Milwaukee Wave home opener because that season ends in April, and then their season typically starts like end of November, December. So it's been a long grind, and like half the time the roster's not the same, and you got to get to know all the new people, and sometimes you nickname one of them Slapnuts. But so that's what I got.
All right, I'm gonna go kind of out on a limb here, because I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. I might be missing something. But again, one of those things that I actually will sit down and watch, or at least kind of skim through, which is something, and that is the Olympics opening. I can't spell and type and talk at the same time.
Opening ceremony.
Yes, that's close enough. You know what I mean. Yeah, the Olympics opening ceremony. I love that. I love that they're sharing the stories of all the different countries and the athletes. And, you get those countries that have that one person, and the only reason that they were able to afford to come was because someone sold shoes on the side of the road to afford their ticket, whatever. Like, I love that shit. Like, I love it. And you've got, while there are a lot of these people who are financially pretty secure because they get, advertising and all that kind of stuff. A lot of this is just normal, regular, everyday people who are busting their ass to get a shot at the Olympics, and this is like their one opportunity. And I just think it's great. I love it, and the fact that it comes once every 4 years, basically, or potentially every 2 years, right? Because winter and summer Olympics. It's one of those things where even if I just kind of skip through and watch, 15, 20 seconds, skip ahead 30 seconds, watch a couple seconds, whatever, I will always make sure I make time to catch some of that.
All right. So now here's the one that's he's going to fight me on. He's probably not going to let me have it, but I'm going to put it in here anyway. WrestleMania weekend. So I watch professional wrestling. That I mean, I just watch the pay-per-views on Peacock at this point.
It's true.
But
it's damn true.
But the events that I really get kind of like excited for are WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble. And that's all kind of in the same sequence, right? Because WrestleMania is typically, they always say that WrestleMania is kind of like the end of the chapter, and then the next chapter starts for that year. So it's kind of fun to like have that culmination of stories. Oftentimes they bring back some of the older wrestlers, or they do like the title changes where, now it's your time to be the champion, that kind of stuff. So WrestleMania is always one of those weekends that I look forward to. And this year it is 2 nights.
Oh, dang.
But
might have to,
unfortunately,
might have to turn it on the big screen, B.
I know. I mean, we do have plans to get together for one of the WrestleMania days. So
I mean, we can just make it 2. We can make that happen.
Well, what we can do is, because I have a Wave game the night before, but we can just watch night 1 on Peacock before night 2 starts.
There you go. That might
8
be the
hours
deal.
of WrestleMania, baby.
Let's do it. Now, the one thing that I do want to say is, we said that these are sports dates, and WrestleMania is
sports
wrestling, which is not a sport. And before you try to respond,
it doesn't matter what you think.
So I am going to say the one thing, especially considering the time of year it is right now, I can't believe none of us put on the best date of the entire sports calendar.
March Madness.
Pitchers and catchers report.
Yep.
Like, that's just a day. It's like, that's when you know spring is coming. That's when you know that life's going to be okay, even though the Packers blew another playoff chance. That's when you know that, you're going to be able to walk outside without your face freezing off here in Wisconsin. Like, there's so many positives. Pitchers and catchers reporting. It's just, again, it's like spring. It's kind of for me, the start of football season, the start of baseball season are kind of the big changes of seasons, right? So with baseball, it's all about hope and excitement about, we're moving into the time of year when we can be outside and enjoy life a little bit more. And then with the NFL, it's kind of like, okay, I'm done. I'm sweating my ass off. Now I want to cool down a little bit and have some of that fall weather, which I think a lot of people are big fans of. I know I am. So there we go. That's what I got, B.
Awesome. So I like it. So I took MLB opening day, NFL Thanksgiving Day, the MLB trade deadline, the NBA finals, Milwaukee Wave home opener, and WrestleMania. Sconzi has NFL's opening weekend, the Super Bowl, NCAA rivalry weekend, Black Friday, the Olympics opening ceremony, and pitchers and catchers reporting. How did you feel about this random rankings there, Skanzi?
I kind of liked it, but I want to get back to one of those brackets that we've done. I want to do one of those. Maybe not the one I sent you earlier, but we need to find a good one of those, I think. But this was fun.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right, well, now we are moving to everybody's favorite, the extra point.
There you go.
Skanzi and I have lots of conversations outside of this stream, and one of those conversations involved a string of tweets by an individual who talked about how in 2010 they tried to end their life, but unfortunately, or fortunately in their case, they were not successful in completing suicide. And they reflected on their experience, and they talked about how because they are still here, they've been able to impact so many people's lives and to start to learn to love themselves and appreciate themselves. And one of the quotes that really stuck out to me was this: people in their darkest moments think that suicide is a way to end the suffering, but it just ensures that suffering was all they got to do. That really kind of punches you in the gut, right? Like, thinking about life, we get one shot at this thing, and whether we're happy, sad, mad, frustrated, angry, disappointed, whatever feelings it is that we have when that one shot at this life is over, those are the feelings that we've had in that life, right? Like, there was another thing that I listened to where it was talking about if you're trying to measure your success and your measuring stick isn't joy, you are wasting your life. And, you know, I think a lot of what we talk about so many times is try to make the best of things, try to maximize your opportunities, but so realize that, like, if you're not feeling okay, it's okay to not feel okay. What we'd also encourage you to do is to try to figure out ways that you can feel better about things, ways that you can get those resources, ways that you can feel motivated and encouraged and to pursue your passions or your dreams or your hopes or your goals or any of those things, because you get one shot at this thing. So whether you're completely miserable the entire time that you're here having this shot at this thing, or you get up every day and you fucking stick a piece of plastic in your eye and you go do the best that you fucking can, like, do what you can, man. We appreciate you. We love you. And that's what I got today, Skanzi. Keep it real, keep it positive. Tell somebody you love them. I love you, Skanzi. What's up with you, brother? Hit me.
It's a good message, B. And for the record, the streamer in question is Sweet Anita. That's who made those tweets. So if you haven't followed her, she's a ton of fun. And yeah, seems like she has a big heart. I wanted to talk about perspective. I had a really, like, I've been, you know, everyone knows I struggle with mental health issues. And last week was rough. Things were kind of piling up, and I hit a point where for a split second, my mind went to the darkest place it can go. And I didn't dwell there. I didn't live there for too long, but I said, you know what? I'm going to take some time off. I took some time off stream. I took the day off on Friday. I was having a great time. And then on Saturday, some bullshit happened here at my place. Some criminals tried to do some stuff. I'm not going to get into details, but it was something that impacted myself and my brother, who was here visiting. And I was I had really turned the corner, like Friday and that first part of Saturday. Like, I was really refreshed. I was feeling good. I had told Brian a couple different times, like, this is exactly what I needed. I'm feeling like I'm moving back on in the direction I need to be. And then this totally sideswiped me. And I was really, really upset and hurt. And I was struggling really hard. And my brother kept saying, you know, look, it sucks, but things could be worse. And I was like, yeah, it could be worse. Like, an asteroid could fall on our fucking heads right now, but this is still horrible. And then yesterday I had a team meeting at work, and it was announced that one of the people on our team had just lost her sister. And I thankfully was not on camera, because I instantly started weeping. like hard weeping, because that's when it hit me. Like, things could be worse. Like, there's a lot of shit that goes into what happened on Saturday, the way that it impacted us then, the way that it's impacting me now, the way that it's going to continue to impact me moving forward. But things could have been so much worse. My brother's always been my closest friend. You know, we separated a little bit as I moved to the Milwaukee area. But he's always somebody that meant the world to me. He always will. One of my closest confidants. And things could have been a hell of a lot worse. So, perspective. I think it's really important that we all keep things in perspective. And that, you know, even Will Smith, that doesn't impact any of us. Maybe we should just stop talking about Will Smith. Let him be the asshole in silence. But have perspective in our lives. And again, it goes back to what I said earlier. The challenge for this week is tell somebody you love them. Tell somebody you care about them. Let somebody know how much they mean to you. Maybe even look to your past. Find that person that made an impact in your life, that changed your entire life. Have you ever told that person that? Maybe it's worth reaching out and letting them know that. Have some perspective and have some appreciation for the people in your life. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what's on my mind, and that's what I want to talk about. And now I want Brian to talk about where you can find us at and all the other fun stuff he talks about.
So, you, loyal viewer, loyal listener, Patreon supporter, you can find us here on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock on Sconzi's channel on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter at LandmarkMKE. You can find Sconzi on Twitter at Sconzi. You can find us on Twitter, AQ_PROD. You can find us on Facebook. You can find Sconzi on Amazon Sidewalk. You can also find us loving and appreciating you. So each of you who are listening to this, watching this, or supporting us in any way, we love you. We appreciate you. We want you to know that it is not something that we take for granted. We, do this as a way to connect with ourselves, but also to connect with you. We really appreciate your feedback. We appreciate your, support. And we will see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
All right, we're out.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I'm so confused on what I'm clicking and doing, and then Brian made me cry by talking about that stupid tweet again. That thing really smacked me in the face. Emily, you're welcome.
It really does.
Glad we got your challenge flag in there. I hope it lived up to all your hopes and dreams and expectations. Would you like us to share the Wells Fargo article, or I think the plan is for Brian and I to get together this weekend. We could do an extra time and we could talk about it.
We can do the extra time while we're watching 12 hours of WrestleMania.
Wait, is that this weekend?
It is this weekend.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, you wanted to just like hang out. Boom! You
All
don't
right,
even have to entertain me.
We'll make it work.
Order
that would be
some
funnier.
Pizza or something.
Yeah, for sure. All right, extra time it is. We'll do an extra time. We are committing the extra time, which we should be doing every week, but we're not. We'll get that done. An extra time while you're punch drunk. For those who are not aware, extra time is the extra podcast content that we do when we have extra stuff on the wheel that we didn't get to. We record that. We're supposed to be recording that every weekend. Yeah, so it's the extra stuff. So when we have extra stuff on the wheel, we chat about it, and we give that out to the people who are supporting us on Patreon. So that's the link if you want to support on Patreon. Absolutely not required. But, every little bit helps. It helps support the stream and helps support the podcast and all the fun stuff, and allows me to buy pizza for Brian when we watch WrestleMania, I guess. Whatever.
I mean, you told me that I have to use my dollar bills that I got from the Fed.
That's right. I did.
Lunch.
That's right. You're buying the pizza, I guess. Good deal. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and start booting up this game because I'm probably gonna wrap up right at around 9:30, which is around when I normally wrap up, but there's a movie I want to watch that's 2+ hours long, so I need to get on with it. So,
all right. Well, I will slide out. I will wish you all the best. It is great to be back with you, Sconzi. It was a good time. Emily, thanks for joining us. I can't see the chat because, blind guy who shoves a piece of plastic in his eye, but thanks to all of you who are here and supporting and appreciating Sconzi. He really deserves it. He works hard for all of y'all. So
thank you for that. Appreciate it.
And like I show up too. I'm here.
Hey, Brian busts his ass too. This guy worked 12 hours and then took a bus home, and then he still worked on the frickin' run sheet that we do. So,
it happens. Oh, no. I'm gone. Boom.
You are. Just like that, he's out of here.
All right. I will log off. That's my cue.
All right, B. Have a good night, man.
Good night, everybody. Night.
All right, we're gonna switch on over to Tina. I don't know if anybody else is gonna join us. Confirm. I'm switching. There we are. Dubs and Joe are playing some Apex. But I'm just feeling this Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, man. This thing has been so much fun. I really enjoyed it. Looks like somebody's playing already. Muka Riches. So can I invite him in? Invite him in. Make sure you follow. What is that, like a delayed notification? Whatever? I don't know. All right. We'll see if Rich joins us. So, by the way, tomorrow is going to be GTA Wednesday, I can't say always is, but is going to be for at least the next, while. So I'm enjoying the hell out of that. We run around and we do crazy stuff.
Wait to cast something.
Your Amulet gear slot has been unlocked. I think I've got something in there. Yeah, right here, amulet. I think, yeah. Looks like Muka Rich joined us, so that's good. See, he should join us in chat here in a second. Ooh, there's one there. So I'm just walking around town here. Got to figure out what to do. Hey, Rich is here, so we got that.
Do everything.
Unfortunately. I mean, what? Oh, what's in here?
Haters gonna hate.
That's true. This is a nice little weird place. It seems like there should be something here. There's a ladder. Can I go up the ladder? No. It really feels like something should be in here. It's a really slow weapon. All right, what do we need to do, Rich? Need to read a prophecy, I guess? Whatever that is. Was that you?
Read the prophecy, yeah. Read the prophecy is go across the ocean. Ocean
so
floor.
we probably don't want to do that one yet, right?
I don't care.
What else do we
can
got?
do whatever.
I don't have any quests.
I guess we're doing that then.
My quest is empty. How is that possible? I know that it shouldn't be empty.
It sure is.
How the hell does that work? Like, it can't be, because I've got a quest right there, Ballads of the Bones. Let me just change it this way. Go to Mount Craw. The goblins are tired of forced oppression.
Alright.
Precious metals. Little boy blue. Liar and brimstone.
That one's kind of fun.
Alright, let's do it. How you doing today, Rich?
No, I haven't done all these.
Yeah, I know you have.
It's all good. It's fun. I like it. Appreciate you, Sconzi. I listened in on the last bit of the podcast.
Oh, yeah? What did I do?
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about appreciation, right?
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
appreciate you for sure. This is fun stuff. We're going to have a good time.
Absolutely. Do I need to do anything here? I don't think so.
Only if you want to fix your skill tree again.
Oh, God. I almost did because I put a bunch of stuff in that secondary skill that I've got. And so I was like, oh, wait, that's going to delay how long it's going to take me to unlock the powerful stuff in my main one. And I was like, do I want to pay another $7,000 to redo it again? Nah, we'll just leave it.
There's so much gold floating in this game, though.
There, well, yeah,
It is
I've got,
not in short
yeah.
supply.
I got like 70 grand or something.
Yeah. I don't know where this Mount Cross.
I'm
Oh,
gonna-
we're going to the Wildwood.
I'm gonna talk to this
Dankness.
person.
Yeah.
Hey, dance fam. I'm
Oh,
Velvet.
that's not the one we want, though.
First influence.
That's okay. That's still useful. Come over to this thing and smack it as soon as she's done talking.
Get the chance to look at me, so I need you to carve my likeness into some rocks.
Okay, Will Smith. Alright, there's one.
I love the angle on this.
Oh, are we just beating up rocks?
Yeah, there's 3 of them you're supposed to do.
We're beating up rocks.
Yeah, this is the Will Smith quest.
So it's totally the Will Smith quest. I don't see one up there. I really hate this angle. I know I say that a lot, but I really do.
That's what she said.
Yep.
I think there's one over here. Yeah, I'll go get this one.
Alright, I'll go see if there's something over here.
Great pose. The dance fam is gonna love this.
I don't think there's anything here. Maybe over here? Oh yeah, there's one. Maybe. Probably. Got it.
OMG, perf, so hot. Come on back. You made me look gorge in front of my fans, so now
You're welcome.
you can look gorge in front of yours, if you have any.
Alright. Quest. Which one were we doing? Liar and Brimstone?
Yeah, it's kind of fun. You gotta go all the way through that Wildwood dankness again, though.
Did I really trigger
not
an
that far.
encounter? That's stupid.
Oh, you triggered an encounter?
I touched this much of the grass.
Oh, yeah. You can't touch the grass.
Well, I did. And I ran away from them because they're too slow.
Let's get dank.
What did Jeff say? Jeff said... Jeff said he probably won't be here. It's not what he
No.
said. That's how I'm interpreting because, you know, it's Jeff.
Yeah, he was talking about margaritas. That sounds like perfect to
Yeah.
join in with this.
Right?
Got my beer going. I'm ready.
Why does it seem like I'm running super fast?
Because you're running pretty fast.
Oh, that's probably why.
Pretty good reason. That's melee. Screw all this. Hey.
I got.
Speak of the devil.
Whoa. He does exist.
They do exist. I'm gonna give this a shot, but the margarita recipe I tried was really strong.
Oh, this will be real good.
What do you need a recipe for? You pour tequila into a glass. You pour something else in the glass. You drink it.
Yeah, what is that something else?
Doesn't matter.
More tequila.
The tequila is all that matters.
Yeah, but see, that's just tequila shots, which I'm okay with.
Well, okay. So why
But
are
this
you
is
arguing about this?
margarita. This is not tequila shots. So it was 6 ounces of tequila, 2 ounces of triple sec, and 1 of those cans of frozen limeade concentrate. So it's like 50% booze, give or take.
Things are about to get
Man, I wish we had a reliable third party to help us out here.
I'm getting there.
I keep almost shooting these wyverns.
I know, it's tough.
I say wyverns, but
So do I. But Rich is smarter than me, so he's probably right.
so he probably says GIF also.
Oh, obviously.
Okay, he's not smarter than me. I lied.
It's not fucking peanut butter.
Boom.
I don't care enough to prove you wrong, so it's not worth my time.
Optimizing shaders. Reticulating spline.
Where did you go?
Still where we were just at, man. I'm picking up all the shit that you didn't pick up.
How are you still where you just were? If you used
Because
to
I
be
didn't
there,
go
you're
anywhere.
still there. Then you're still where you are, not where you were.
But I'm still there too.
When will then be now?
Curse myself with eternal sleep and wait for my true love to arrive.
Excuse me.
That's how love works, right?
What the fuck is that?
I may or may not have a package coming from Pennsylvania this week.
Congrats, I guess.
Thank you. I bid on some items of some sort.
Breaking ground.
Tell us more about your package.
On the other side.
Oh, he blew up good.
Yeah.
He
That's-
blew up
that's-
real
that
good.
spell makes him blow up pretty good. By the way, there's a thing right there.
I espy with my
Oh, a thing.
Whose thing is it?
Who invited you
Grab the thing.
to my fucking stream? You guys suck. Get out of here.
You're talking to me or Rich or both of us?
Yes.
We love you too. I love you too. I can't speak for Rich.
The more that I
Can we go one-on-one? Is that a thing in this game?
Yeah, well, it used to be. Come on, Dragon. Load the game already.
I mean, just because you spent 10 times as much time on here as me doesn't mean you're not a dick about it. Just saying.
Just means we gotta play some one-on-one.
Maybe. Where are we going? Over here?
Yeah, somewhere on the left. You'll get there.
And I gotta change my audio to my headphones. Oh, poop.
now we're cooking.
Feels a little bit unfair.
What's my
Little
arm
bit.
Chris?
There's a lot more of them.
Yeah, but they suck.
It's true.
Oh, that guy needs to die.
I've got the juice. There is not a drop of magic remaining. Landsbreaker.
Signing in as just playing.
You
Oh,
have
signing in
worked
just playing
well,
Jack.
my apprentice.
Wah, wah, wah. Oh, hello, skeleton guys.
Goodbye, skeleton guys.
Hi, skeleton guys. Big skeleton
Skeleton.
guy. Oh, well, that was a waste.
Beyond counting. Imminent destruction.
Never a waste to blow stuff up.
True.
True. biscuit.
They cry for blood, and blood they shall have. Perish.
Short.
Magic mag.
I'm halfway through 11 and I have points to spend, so I didn't spend them yet. Oh, the secondary class.
No, it's the good stuff.
Earthquake. Devastation inbound. Looks like magic's back on the menu.
What are you guys?
Pimps.
Bosses.
Pimp bosses. It's a character class.
It is a new one.
It would not surprise me at all in this game.
Not like he's gonna be dead.
Do they ever end? Are
Bring
we
up
supposed to just
fortitude.
kind of move on?
I don't know if they end. It just keeps coming. It's good for the XP. Sit here and level.
I like that.
Who let the dogs out?
Woof, woof, woof.
Ready to fling some spells.
Yeah, that thing's even slow.
I think they're dead. That's good.
Whoa. What is this? I don't like this. What happened to my cool gun? More points available?
Is that another shotgun?
Stuff all over the place on the ground here.
Would you look at that? I'm all reloaded. A good kill. See, this is why you're my favorite.
This obelisk will summon a mushroom monstrosity, a ferocious fungus,
An unignorable spore horror.
A what? Are you metal enough to help us?
Yeah, this one's great.
We need Jeff.
Praise be unto his dark name.
Basically,
Jeff is the true metal lord of this outfit.
in the world, but our outfits and instruments could definitely be more model. More spikes and horns and stuff. We were hoping you could help with that. Let's go with a natural material, like wood. But it's gotta be like evil wood from an evil tree. You get me?
Oh yeah, I get you.
Evil tree, you say? Now that does sound interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There seems to be this wicked evil tree somewhere in the forest. See if you can find it. We really need some new super metal style gear.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Man, we're gonna
wrong way.
Find the evil tree.
We'll show those posers in
Is this the evil tree?
who's the most
No, it jumps you up to it though.
Where are you guys?
We're going to the evil tree.
Well, I know. I'm trying to find you.
Sniveling crap stain!
Yeah, I hope you did. You thin-skinned rich boy metal wannabe.
Defend the roots! The bloody roots!
We're coming to you, Jeff.
Oh, apparently I found the evil tree. Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, I don't play around anymore.
Poultry ranged attacks.
After Rich was making fun of me.
We'll have to get more up close and personal with its evil eyes.
Why is this making fun of you?
Wait, is the wood still bleeding even after it's been hacked?
That's what
out of
Rich
the
does.
tree? How does that work? And for that matter, how does a tree even bleed in the first?
Pay for that insult, little man. You'll suffer in ways you could never imagine. Nothing. Never mind.
Oh my god.
Heart, soul?
It's a thing, shut up!
It's working. Our music is
I'm trying to dance. Leave me alone, fucking skeleton.
Where'd you go?
What is happening?
The power of the metal is summoning dead boys!
Oh. Well, we should
Oh, is that why the bad guys are here?
stop that though, right?
Probably. There's some loudifiers you could shut off.
Speakers?
The dumb one. Speakers.
These fans are getting a little aggro.
Damn, son. Ain't you ever been in a mosh pit before? It's aggro as hell.
Sis, fella.
The Undeados are going away. Not all of them.
Ow. Ow.
Oh, some of the undead seem to be lulled back to their rest. But the band is getting swarmed. It could be attacked at any second. Defense time. Do it. Do the defense thing.
Jeff's up here shopping.
Yeah, every time I ran around, there was nobody around.
There's like 20 guys out here. What are you smoking?
I'm shooting. Also, Rich almost killed me. I think it was Rich.
by his unholy name.
Did I?
Our song was so metal.
Something.
You're welcome.
Well, I mean,
Well, that's your damn
Donna
guy.
is pretty cool, I guess, or whatever.
You suck!
No, you suck.
This little ring over here is pretty good for spells.
Turn 'em down. I got
What
it.
ring?
Oh yeah?
Oh, maybe you don't have a ring in front of you.
I do not.
Dead.
Oh,
Top that,
never mind.
whiny sack of diarrhea.
I will! I just need the adventurer's help first!
Fine. Go
Fine.
This should be amusing.
Did you pick it
What's
babe?
up, Big Mike?
Yeah,
Mike, what is the verdict on this game? I really enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun.
Metal, but like, I
Did
can't
you pick up the
believe you actually helped those
Rich
loser
ring?
sellouts
No, it's not a ring for you guys, so it's not good for me.
Look,
Well, I meant you could pick it up and then drop it.
them up with some real dark magic.
Does that work?
I
Yeah.
stole this page out of my mom's, out of this
All right.
It's a
Right.
spell called the Hell Hammer. I just need you to gather the magical reagents. Here, take it.
Scansy's shopping now.
Yep.
Did you drop it or not yet?
I was gonna. Do you do spells? Jeff?
I think so. I just did a new guy, Graveborn.
I think everybody does some spells. Where's it at?
You can trade it or you could drop it. Either way,
I'll
I won't seal it.
just drop it. I don't care.
There you go. Have some pets. Now leave me alone.
There you go. I don't know if that worked.
Yeah, ringing the voice.
Let's take a look. I am not level 18.
Not yet.
Critical hit chance. Yeah, maybe.
Its potency remains out of reach for now.
Alright, let me get this stuff taken care of quick. Ooh, that seems pretty impressive. That's Graveborn stuff, I think. I'm not a Graveborn.
I think I am.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a Graveborn.
Sucks to be you. That stuff would probably come in really handy for you.
Yeah, that's all right. Sell it, make some money.
That's what I need. I need lots of money.
Ooh.
For what?
You know, stuff.
Upgrades. Oh, a dice! I found a dice.
You mean a die?
Yes.
Ooh, luck going up. You're feeling luckier, Mamacita.
Great axe of the butcher.
There you go, Jeff.
Treasure here.
All right. What's this gun?
Yeah.
Oh, it's $14,000. That's what it is. It also does 200 damage. What? Consumes 2 ammo per shot. Stock TN. Interesting. I don't know that I want to pay 14 G's for it, but you know.
Where's the spot where you can buy upgrades, Rich? Forgot. Is that in the over?
Buy upgrades? I don't know.
Kind of
Like where you can buy more slots for your ammo and backpack.
Oh, that's the blacksmith.
The blacksmith. Oh,
Yeah, at the
at
the city.
Right. Did you pick that thing up, Jeff? Did I drop?
I did. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Mike. If you have played any Borderlands games, this is a Borderlands game.
This is one of them.
So, it's exactly what you would kind of expect, to be honest. Need 5 more points. Interesting.
Liar and brimstone. Love it.
Nice. All right, where are we off to? Somewhere over here.
Over here.
I'm gonna guess that I don't need to explain any of this stuff to an adventurer of your caliber. Even though
Talking shit? With a Dallas Cowboy star on your face?
I did try to conduct a spell with some clever substitutions at home, but all I did was overcook my breakfast pastry.
I think I started the first one and fell off pretty early. Oh, that's too bad. I didn't play any of them until the third one, and I really enjoyed number 3. Oh, shit, I just shut off my monitor. God fucking damn it. I gotta figure out what the hell is causing that.
Where was that jumpy area I was just at?
You're still just standing there, so you're good.
Yeah, one of my monitors is working, but, well, 2 of them are. Third one isn't. The one that the game normally goes on. Oh, I think it turned back on. My game's still on the wrong screen, though. Alright, I'm gonna have to bail out of the game. I'll be right back.
Alright.
That might kick us out, but we'll see what happens. Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's his game, so. He'll be back.
Yeah, I can go jump into town and buy some upgrades.
I'll be back in just a minute. Or so.
That's fine.
Yeah, one of these days I gotta crawl behind this fucking desk, or, you know, have my good buddy Jeff come over and crawl behind this desk.
Professional programmer.
That's right. I gotta figure out what the plug is that's not plugged in very well, because something obviously is having an issue.
Just get in there and jiggle them all.
Pretty much. I mean, I'm good at the gigolo stuff, but Jeff's better at plugging it in.
Does it stay in, Jeff?
Pretty sure I clicked play, but go do this thing here.
Oh, jeez.
All right, it's booting up. Yeah, so back to Mike again. After I unplugged the stupid monitor. I think it depends on why you fell off. Like, to me, I played a little bit of the second one, and just the controls were just weird. I didn't really care for them too much. The game is just way different than in other games that I play. I don't know if it's the cell shading or what it is. Like, it messes with my head. So it takes me half an hour to kind of get used to the graphics, so that my head isn't just pounding. So that's a little bit different. The controls are a little bit weird, but once you kind of get into it, it's fun. It's just chaos everywhere, which is kind of interesting.
And a bazillion guns.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Oh.
Should both have invites.
Yep.
I initially tried to play Borderlands 2 on the Xbox, and I'm not good at aiming with the Xbox, like any kind of shooting game. I just can't really do very well. So it didn't last very long. Before I was like, no, this is stupid. I just hated the controls and everything.
Same. I didn't like that game very much.
Yeah, but on here,
Borderlands
it's not bad. Apparently, there's 3 different places to go. I guess that's because we need 3 different things.
Yeah.
Borderlands 2 is one of my top 5 favorite games.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Try it again someday.
Do a playthrough one day.
I have it on Xbox 360, I think.
Nice.
Probably not helpful.
No.
Oh, that's not Jeff's little guy.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
Oh, whose
I wish they
wyvern
weren't
is that?
all
Your
mushrooms.
wyvern all jacked up?
I've got
Just-
floaty guys now. Although there's
Oh,
a lot,
you got
when
floaty
guys
guy.
When you're close to me, there's a lot of words on the screen.
Yeah, that's a new thing I just picked up. We get like elemental damage.
No, it's like everyone's name is really big.
Oh.
Although
don't
if
know
you
what
get
that
too far away, then it doesn't show up at all, which is kind of lame.
Hold on to something.
I'm on fire!
This Jeff is on fire.
Whoa, I don't know
Oh,
what that
God.
was, but that was really cool!
You didn't you?
I think your mom's empty.
The berserker plate of the short fuse. Who's blowing fire at us? Is that one of you guys' thing?
Nope.
The flying thing.
Yeah, probably one of ours.
Yeah, maybe. Quest
where?
items over here.
What?
There's a quest item there.
Yeah, but it's like over there.
Mark this well.
It's like right here.
Oh yeah, there's one
Somewhere
there.
out there are foes
Let's grab it.
and secrets.
Doesn't matter who grabs it, does it?
No. I don't think we can jump over to this one.
That makes sense.
But that's not gonna stop me from trying.
I tried to use the
Hey,
Oh, you
hey!
did it.
Oh shit, and I jumped too far. But I found a die. So it's just wins everywhere, man.
I hate it so much.
Oh, that didn't work.
Where do we gotta go?
Ugh.
Over to the
Cross?
purple cross thing, blue cross thing, yeah.
Blue cross, blue shield thing.
Yeah,
Stuck on the
one of
wall.
those. Stop shooting me. I'm just coming here for the thing.
Where's the die for the free loot?
It was down over here.
Behold! Would you look
What's
at
that?
that?
Oh.
Just die.
At my command!
Okay, that takes care of that.
Off the waterfall is where that die was.
Earthquakes!
So if you fall off right here, that's where the
Maggot
stuff was.
infested brain. I got it.
Oh, thoughts of a tyrant?
Fall off
Many
of here?
Tyrant's literal
Yep.
brain. Yeah, of course. I knew that's what it meant. I tried
Right
to
there.
use a passive-aggressive sticky note my mom left me. Talk about a tyrant.
I can't climb up.
Just go around.
I'm going.
I like the movement in this game. I like that you can jump pretty much anywhere.
You like that you can what?
Jump pretty much anywhere.
Oh yeah.
I think it was partly controls, but I remember the FOV making it hard to look at. I'm also not a big fan of the graphic style. Yeah, I can see that. Die.
I fell in a purple pool.
Oop. That exploded.
Uh,
Looks like magic's back on the menu.
you good, Jeff, or do you want us to wait for you?
I found goblins when I ran back through here. Oh, my first companion died.
Hey, are you gonna die? we
let's
should
go
go.
back.
Let's go help
No, I'm
Jeff.
good.
Too bad, we're coming. We can figure out where the hell you're at.
Where are you guys?
I don't know. We're here. This is one of the things that I was reading is kind of a downside to multiplayer is that you can't see where the other people are if they're off your
Yeah.
screen.
Wait, stop.
There you are.
Hi.
What up?
Jeff, we found you. We are
Oh, we
complete.
didn't find Jeff. We just found a plain Jeff.
Oh, fucking A. How come we never find the fancy Jeff?
Following me? Alright then,
Because the fancy Jeff pronounces it Gaff.
Probably.
No.
Or maybe he's accurate.
Breaking.
We need more calcium out here.
Obelisk will summon a mushroom monstrosity, a ferocious fungus, an unignorable spore horror!
Oh, that's rich.
I already killed the big guy.
I mean, I took half his health away. Yeah.
No, I took the other half.
Oh,
Got in his fucking grill.
As for me, I try to use my own.
Stop moving.
Freaking whip. I hate it so much. Looks like you got all the reagents we need. So get back here already. I need to show those tools how metal plague rat apocalypse really is.
Back at it.
What's the green thing? Oh, wait. What's the green thing?
The big, oh, did you do it? I said I
there's
was gonna
enemy?
summon some people.
Oh, okay, well. Let's fight some people, guys.
Cool.
Breaking ground.
Gonna be the tank here and shoot from the top.
Pretty sure that's not what the tank's supposed to do, but yeah, whatever.
It works in this game.
Strength beyond reckoning. I'm just getting started.
Hi. Didn't kill him.
oh, I'm down.
Oh, where?
I'm up.
Monstrous shroom, you say? It's pretty fucking monstrous, but also dead.
I like the dead part.
Mushroom balls! Its
Ooh.
fruitful fruit shall foul your flavor.
That's gross.
What the hell is going on?
You know, there really isn't a lot of great stuff that they drop. It's kind of disappointing. But yeah, whatever.
Oh, my game just crashed again.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yay. And then at least it only takes like 7 minutes to load, so I got that going for me.
It's true. Is anything bad gonna happen if I turn this in? Should I wait for
I'm
it?
right behind you, so don't worry about it.
So the cauldron
I'm gonna
is
have to redo
ready
half
for the
the
reagents
quests
you
anyway,
got.
so it's
Dump
fine.
them in there so I can do my dark magics and whatnot.
Might want to step back.
Okay, so like, stand back, because I don't think you're ready for the face-meltingly metal crap I'm about to show you. This one starts with a totally sick as hell solo. You guys just come in after it, yeah? Demonic lords! Are you seeing this? Do you see how friggin' metal I am?
Dude, you are so metal, man. Nice.
You just get a better view if you step back.
That's great.
Hey, so what just happened
I'll also
over
remember to
there?
watch that one when I complete that one.
Their spell casting was going quite well for them until they were all burned to a crisp.
Do you know what this means, guys? We are officially the most metal band.
Especially the most metal.
We are so metal.
Your mom's metal.
There's only one thing left to do. The most metal thing of all. Let me give you your reward, adventure.
Oh, give me your
For
reward.
your services
How'd that work out for you?
Good fight. Good fight.
How am I supposed to cause demonic mischief without a body to possess?
These hands are ready for blasting. Oh, you must be Zygaxis. Sorry about that. It was kind of me or them.
You're right. I suppose this isn't on you. And, well, I guess you were only trying to help. Come, I will reward your efforts, but there's something I'd like you to do for me in return.
Alright, is that the end of that one?
Yeah, he does another quest if you want to do that or not. He's got a little
Oh, yeah.
quest icon.
All right, here's the deal. I need a new body, and helping me out is really the least you could do to make amends.
I merely attempted to aid them, but then they tried
What's with
to
this belly
sacrifice
button?
me. So,
It's weird.
murders were in order.
I mean, don't shame him.
That'll happen around
I'm not shaming, I'm just saying it's weird.
The first thing we have to do is find the Shadeborg grimoire, so you can
I mean, I think more power to him that he's willing to just stand out in the open with that thing shining out for everybody.
In a demonically magical poof.
Wait, Ziggywitz!
Hold on.
He's already gone, boo.
Why doesn't he just tell us his true name?
Cause that's not how demons work. Fred, back me up, girl.
That is indeed not how demons work.
See? Told you, dummy.
Told you, dummy. Alright, Jeff, are you on your way?
Vending machines.
Oh, there's some
Whoa.
purple stuff in there.
My map does not work well.
I'll take a look at what I got here while you make your way to us.
Inventory time.
Yeah, that's junk.
There we go.
That's junk. Well, it might not be junk. Damage is a little less.
Oh, I got another slot. Hooray.
Let's try that guy.
Nothing up my sleeve.
Oh. Alright, maybe. No.
Oh, I did not like this. Why does this have a slash in it? Rich, why do some of my weapons have a slash in it? A red slash.
I don't know.
Like you can't move it into that position or something.
Yeah, this is just in my inventory. And I know sometimes it says you can't sell this, but this one does not say that.
Damage, crit chance, cooldown are all better. Hold to release to cast. Let's see what this is.
No time for prayers.
Oh!
Ready to fling some spells.
Okay. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Alright, what about this? 29 times 4. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Magic miscellaneous projectiles.
Magic miscellaneous projectiles. Love it. Alright. All sold. On my way. Oh wait, new points available.
I have learned much and am not yet nearly done.
All right.
I'm almost through my inventory. Give me just another second.
That's fine. I found more stuff here.
To wield such power.
Ooh. That looks nice.
Put some bloody armor on you, Ninny.
Mind the gap.
It's single shot again. I don't like it.
Dang it. Alright. Sell these guys off. Where? Oh, we got a bunch of different places we can go.
Yeah. Take a pick. Jeffy's getting away.
Alright, I resold.
Are we going to Bright Hoof?
I don't know where we're going. We're going to wherever that arrow's telling me to go.
There's 3 arrows.
I
I
just
know,
died.
I'm going to this one.
How did you die?
I slid off a waterfall I wasn't supposed to slide off of.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, don't do that,
I
Jeff.
zagged when Rich zigged.
Oh, these guys keep coming back.
Here, someone mark something on the map.
I'm just getting started.
That kind of tells me where you're at. I think I'm here. You want me to travel for us?
Where are you at?
I'm at the marker on the map.
2 seconds. Sure, go for it.
Right hoof?
Sure.
What the hell's all that?
There we go.
Dead people.
How do we get to Bright Hoof?
And Jeff
How
was
did that
over
happen?
there.
When I
Oh.
died, it put me right near the teleport.
Okay. We're sure loading up on XP.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, my spec.
Just like we get to do this all over again when Z-Dubs picks this game up. So that'll be fun.
There you go.
Okay,
We'll
we're
join as level 40 characters and walk him through it.
right. Anybody got a skeleton key?
I don't think so.
I had one.
Yeah, I
That's
had
the
one
shift
too.
codes are from.
I'll go this way. Money, 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 money. Money. Oh, hey, look, here's the guy with the weird belly button again.
So you're gonna help me find a new one. Now here's the deal.
Fizzy fizzies.
I guess we're going in here.
I guess we are. that?
So listen, I can get this thing open, but I'll need to channel my powers through a host, namely you.
What?
But you're a little too
Oh, I love this.
goody for that right now. I couldn't possess you even if I wanted to, which I don't. Good people are so icky inside. How about we rub a little shine off that soul of yours, huh? Go do some bad stuff.
Go do some bad stuff.
Giving some townfolk rubes out of the money.
Ooh, that sounds kind of icky. What if we did something slightly less evil, like, cutting in line?
Zygaxis ponders your real dumb suggestion.
Fine. I suppose that's evil.
I'm afraid I can't come to the door because I despise human interaction.
Are you sure? I'm looking for donations to a charity.
What do you want?
Holy shit, look at all that money.
Busy man with my own name and backstory and stuff.
I'm seeking donations to Habitat for Insanity. They're building affordable, non-Euclidean housing for Eldritch gods. Back on their feet. I'm just here collecting donations.
Deface buildings. Or play a prank.
Nothing like a little math and or.
Boy, I won't be having no demonic sigils painted in my town.
What's the next thing? Happy bitch.
I played a prank by putting a whoopee cushion down.
Where in the world did you guys go?
Party fun!
I'm in the bar.
Good.
Oh, okay.
I was in the bar too.
I hate you. I hate Farty Ferdinand. Farty Ferdinand. Farty
Oh
Ferdinand.
my god, they're giving him a nickname.
Unbeknownst to you, Ferdinand suffered from IBS, and he'd always been real self-conscious about it. Knowing he could never escape the shame of his new nom de prank, packed up a bindle,
Nom de prank.
hoping to start a new life somewhere else. But instead, he got eaten by goblins. Or something.
What? Alright, kill an annoying lovers or choose a sin below. Or don't keep off the grass. Well, whatever I end up going to, I'm just following the closest arrow. So whichever one that is, that's what we're doing.
I
Oh
got
shit,
the grass one.
it's the lovers.
As mine will be yours, my chickadee snugglemutt.
Will you still love me when I'm old and gray, my pookie nugget?
It wouldn't let me kill him because you're already standing on the grass.
Yeah, I got the grass.
I
That was
tried.
probably for the better.
Yeah, I suppose.
Ow!
Are you okay, Jeff?
Why is the town guard attacking me?
Oh no.
What did you do? Oh fuck.
Don't come by me.
Oh, my game crashed again. What the foxtrot?
Is it a RAM issue?
I don't know. I was just trying to unload stuff into my bank, and I started getting attacked by a town guard.
Here we go. Open your heart, soul to the
I am
Figure whatever happens here is smart to be together.
Yeah, probably. Have you done this one before?
No.
I'm concerned, but excited.
Cozy.
Oh, I feel queasy.
Oh, get over it. Now then, approach the gate. Here we are. Well, go on.
No.
These insufferable wannabes must have set up some kind of secret passageway. Only idiots think secret passageways are cool.
However you feel about them, figuring out
It's deeply unnecessary.
I don't know how you don't get dizzy and just fall over.
Most of this game could be classified
Secret
as
passages tend to
unnecessary.
have secret
True.
switches. It must be hidden nearby.
It's right here. Somewhere. Oh, maybe up there? Find a hidden switch. Oh, it's right there. Oh, interesting.
Doesn't look evil.
No,
It's
looks
fine.
perfectly fine.
There's stained glass. It's okay.
It's a church thing, right?
Yeah.
Stained glass you can't break. That's a little bit sketchy.
Nothing bad has ever happened in a church.
I mean, speak for yourself. I had to listen to somebody talk about some invisible guy for a while. There's a thing up here.
That one, over there. You can't miss
Nothing.
Die.
Nice. Oh yeah, way up there. How do you get that?
Probably go up this ladder right here.
Yeah, I did it.
You're feeling luckier, Peter.
Stabbomancer. I don't want any of that stuff.
the geometric terror just the other day. Sure you were. I was. Stop right there.
You know you're in for fun when that saving thing is there.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
I think it's too late.
Bummer.
Oh, Jesus.
We're definitely not gonna fight all these guys.
You don't think?
Try.
Arcane ammo.
Arcane ammo? What?
I don't think I will be doing that. For one thing.
What are we searching for?
For another.
We already did.
Heard of Zygaxis?
Oh, cool.
I have.
Yeah, me too.
2 arms, acolytes.
Very well. You have sealed your own fate. You want to summon forces of the
Suck on that, you bitch ass trick.
light? Well, here they are.
Okay, you're a much bigger guy.
Oh, middle.
Breaking ground.
That's good.
You can't hide from me.
I dropped a flaming boulder on his head. He's not quite as big anymore.
Another beat string blocked. You all
Got him. Which is to say, I appeared when you killed him.
Hey, Jeff's here.
Oh, King of the Undead, you say?
Where are your manners?
This guy's hosed.
Yep. Mess with the wrong peoples.
Yeah, that's a lot of spell damage from everywhere all of a sudden.
Yes! Now speak my true name from within the book. It's on page 667. So close to the best page in the book. I name thee Exaphelcroc. That's me, baby.
God.
I feel my power returning. Now,
He sounds like the book from that game we played, Mike, if you're still out there.
any of them might be a suitable host for my most unholy self.
Oh, we get to choose a host. kind of like this girl right here. But let's go look at this one. Who's over here?
Who are we looking at?
Who his host should be. That guy looks scary. Yeah, let's give it to the girl.
Yep.
I thought they were going to sacrifice me.
We kind of are.
Perhaps, but first, repeat after me. Examplegrok.
He sounds like the book from It Takes Two.
From what?
A little bit. It Takes Two.
Oh.
Perfection! Now just wait. Wouldn't you know it? This lady's already possessed. Chixaden, is that you?
Syncaxis, I thought I smelled your
Oh boy.
scent on
This ends well.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I almost tried to possess your host. Anyway, buddy, it's been too long. We should really catch up soon.
I'll meet you in the dark summer of wraiths.
How do I do my ethereal arrows? I don't remember how to do those.
Let's go pick a new host.
I'm just getting
Oh, look at that arrow. I don't know if it meant to do that. Did it again. Does any of you guys have an arrow gun? An arrow gun. A crossbow? Come check this out. Come shoot an arrow at the girl.
You shoot anything at her? Oh yeah, like Matrix's.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Kind of dope. Alright, so we got this guy.
Let's give it to
Who's
this
this
guy.
other one?
This guy looks like he's got an acne problem.
There's somebody down here.
No, he's fighting.
Oh yeah. That guy looks drunk.
What am I choking on? Also, why is my demi-lich dead?
Might have been me.
Oh, okay. Zebra don't distaste Enteram Monaco.
Alright.
That was serious.
That went well.
Wait, what
I
happened?
guess
on
this
one?
guy.
Oh, he blew up. Right.
Yeah, he said it wrong. And he blew up.
Hey, are you gonna free me or whatever? That depends. Recite after me. Examplegrok,
Here, back up. I'm curious about something.
Sure.
Okay.
Nestat. Hey, wait a minute. Are you trying to get me possessed or something?
Would that be so terrible?
Actually,
My big
that
spell won't
sounds
even go
pretty
off.
nice. I'm into it. Examplegrok, Nestat. Now, Vexen, are you prepared to host my essence? Totally, my dude. Fill me up. Very well, then.
Auto saving.
Good sign. Good sign.
I can just feel the darkness in this.
There's no way we have to fight this guy.
Nope. No chance in hell.
I can't wait to see what kind of stuff we can do together.
He's easy too. No problem.
Farewell, adventurer. I'm sure our paths will cross again. Eventually.
I have mixed
You
feelings
better
about
run away.
everything
That's
on
right.
this
He knew
house.
what was up.
I feel
Yeah, leveled up.
increase in every strand of my being.
Woo! What level are you now?
Quarters.
16. Yep, I agree.
I have a bizarre legendary item for level 16 if you're interested in it.
Sure, I'll take a look.
Bizarre legendary? I gotta see this.
Yeah, it's on the ground now.
Requires at least 1,500 clicks. What?
That's hilarious.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I've been sitting with it for a while though. I have no idea.
Very interesting. Okay.
I guess I'll just take that back.
All right. I think I'm gonna call it a night, boys.
Yeah, same.
Head into town, and I think plan is I'm gonna play some more of this on Thursday. So if you're around, I know Jeff, you might be out of town or something, but if you guys are around, you're welcome to join in.
Around. Cool.
We'll be starting. I'll be starting right at 7 o'clock. So.
All right. Are we going back to the?
Yeah, I mean we could exit anywhere, honestly, but I'm just gonna head back to kind of like the town square area.
Yeah, I want to go. Oh, we got to run back.
I mean, you could. There's a portal there. I don't know where the portal goes.
Oh, too late. Wrong way.
Wonder if that's where the portal goes.
This demands your attention.
Ooh, that wasn't good.
Demonic sigils painted in my town.
Oh, that goes to Weep Wild Dankness, whatever the hell. I don't know what that is.
That's the forest we were just in.
How come we don't have 3 trophies or 3 statues? I'm very disappointed.
That's just you.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the banners though. Where's the other?
banners?
Where's the other big statue area over here?
Well, there's my banners.
Yeah, how come it's just me? That sucks. Should be you guys too. Put your banners up, but it doesn't put your
Where you guys at?
statues. I'm up in the main fountain area here with butt stallions.
My butt stallion?
Yeah.
Oh, you are. Where do you see the banners?
I'm guessing that's your banner?
Which one?
The one that I pinged?
Over there. Yes, that one's mine.
Because that one's mine. And Rich has no idea, but I'm guessing.
Yeah, I don't know what mine is. Is there a way to look?
Yes, but I don't know how.
Go fast change station, I think.
Oh, that's a lot of work. I'm not doing that.
But I know that when we
yours.
were playing the other day, yours was very similar to the one that was here was similar to that. So I'm assuming that that's yours with the shield and the sword.
Well, it could be.
So yeah, it's still kind of cool.
Where's Rich's?
Mark this well.
I don't.
Come this way.
Down there.
The book and the dad were the same voice actor. Oh, really? Okay. That's impressive.
Why can't we blow up your statue?
Why are you so mean? Don't blow my
I'm over the
statue
bar
up,
to spend
man.
some money.
What can you do with money at the bar?
You can buy storage deck upgrades. So you could carry more ammo.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should go do that real quick too. Bar's this way.
Rich,
Oh, it's
here's
right
where
there.
you do the banner.
Yeah, I know where it is. It just seems like a lot of work. Something I don't look at.
Oh wait, it's not here. It's the blacksmith. Where the hell's the blacksmith?
Yeah. Blacksmith is back up where we came.
I can't move the map. What the hell's with that?
Yeah, my map is janky.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
How do you do the ping? How does that work?
X.
Oh, never mind. Jeff found it.
Is that it up there? It's not letting me ping it.
X-ray. We're up here. Yeah.
There you go. This thing.
Got it. I'm on my way.
Mary had a little lamb. $53,000.
What is the thing that's over here? Can you do something here too? Look at that. All right. And what do I use that'd be nice to have? I guess pistol ammo. Ooh, that was very expensive. All right, I think I'm good. I now have a very big backpack.
A large sack.
Yes, I do. And with that, boys, I am going to call it a night. But I hope that y'all can make it on Thursday.
Yeah, if I do, it'll be a little later, but I hope to.
Tomorrow's GTA night, too. So you guys are
Yeah, I hope to make that too.
Awesome. Good deal.
I will pollute the shit out of your stream.
That's what I'd like to hear.
Excellent.
Why did that not do what it's supposed to do? My stream deck die on me?
Other vending machines, they appear at one level down.
Let's try this. Where's my chat stream? Well, it's not even on there. It did die. Stupid stream deck. All right. Thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate you being here. We are, why is it now? Oh my God. My computer keeps breaking. Okay. Anyway, thank you for being here, everybody. I appreciate it, Mike. I'm so glad you're able to stop by. It's always nice to see you. And everybody else, thank you for being here. I will be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock Central Time. We will be doing our GTA Wednesday, where we pretty much just run around and do stupid stuff on GTA. It's fun. We enjoy doing it. That's what we're going to do. I hope you'll be here for that. And then Thursday night, we're going to play some more Tiny Tina's on Thursday at 7 o'clock. So tomorrow, 7 Central, I hope to see you here. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. It's totally free, but it helps me out. It lets me know that you like what we're doing here, and I appreciate that. So with that, I'm going to start some music as we say goodbye. Thank you for being here. Have a great night. Bye-bye, everybody.